And welcome back to another special edition of the Michael Decon program. First time listeners out there, my name in fact is Michael, and I am a mere figment of your imagination. Pleased to meet you. We do hope you come back, and back, and back, and you get the point. Tonight will be a bit of a rattlesnake, I promise you that. Put the women and children to bed. It's round 2 of Celebrity Death Pool. Oh yes, another tasteless edition of Celebrity Death Pool. And I'm glad you are all here to share this with me. And of course, my co-host is alive and well, I believe. Mike, how's it going?
Hello, Michael. How you doing tonight?
I'm good. Can't complain. Feeling good. Feeling alive.
Good. I'm looking forward to the encore presentation of Celebrity Death Pool Part 2.
Part 2, round 2.
Round 2.
Oh, yeah.
Looking forward to it.
It's going to be fun. I'm glad you're here.
Well, thank you. I'm glad you're there.
I'm glad I'm there too. Once again, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for allowing us into your hearts and minds. Here we are again on a night like this. And now this is the part where I say welcome back, glad to see you. Here we are again. Vaguely lovable in every sense of the word. And again, I hope you're all doing well. I hope none of you are sick right now. It seems like everyone is getting sick right now. Everyone is dying out there. Everyone is coughing up a storm. Even my own father has contracted. Yes. The new variant.
Yeah, mine too.
HIV. I mean COVID. He's got AIDS. So he did contract the AIDS virus, but he's doing okay, folks. Don't worry. He'll be fine. But of course, he won't be getting vaccinated. That's what I heard. That's just a rumor, but I'm believing that. I think he'll do the right thing.
Let's hope.
Let's keep our fingers crossed. And Mike, are you doing well tonight? Are you feeling up to par? Is the bird feeling okay? What's going on? Let us know.
Birds are good. I got my shot Wednesday.
Oh no, Mike.
So yeah, well, I got to do it.
You have to do it, Mike?
Well, as I say, based on the...
How dare you?
Based on the conversations I had with a friend of mine, a very good friend of mine who was a doctor, he recommended that I get it. And believe me, he's on our side.
Sweet baby Jesus. I can't believe it. Why, Mike? Why? Why the booster?
Well,
why'd you do it?
Because of my situation. I am a health risk. I have an immune system that is all effed up. So it couldn't hurt.
It couldn't hurt.
So they say, we'll see. Hey, look, if I die, then you can just say, you know what, Mike, I told you so.
Oh, no, I would never do that. I would never ridicule you if you did drop dead.
Well, good. I'm glad to hear that.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't bury you while you are already buried.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I'd rather do that in the front, not the back when you're already buried 6 feet deep. That wouldn't be very friend-like.
Good.
Yeah,
to tell you the truth, the only thing that really hurt after I got the shot was my arm. It's still kind of sore, but I didn't have any reaction like I did the first time. Like when I got it back in April, the initial shot, I got the J&J, and the next day I felt crummy for like about 24 hours. I felt like I was being crushed, but I didn't have that this time. So,
well, Mike, the chat not very happy with your decision on getting the booster.
I know.
They're very
I'm sorry,
angry now,
folks, but with all due respect, my friend Dr. John, who has been friends with me since 1993, he would not steer me wrong.
We got to get you away from these doctors.
But you know who Dr. John is. He is on our side. We talked about this stuff. Like I've said 100 times, I respect those who
He might be compromised. He might be working for Mossad, in my opinion.
It's right.
I think he might be working for Mossad. I recall this individual, Mike. We need to get you away from these doctors selling you the snake oil. I mean, I need to get you away from them, Mike.
But not for nothing, every year I would go for a flu shot too. I mean, is that bad as well? I mean,
Sometimes it is.
right. Some people they don't trust flu shots. Some people don't trust other vaccines that are, they don't want their kids to get vaccinated. The non-vaccine, what do they call them? The non-vaxxers or something?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So, I mean,
Lord.
I can completely understand herd
Save me,
immunity.
Jesus.
I get it.
I can't believe this. I am shocked.
I shouldn't have told you.
I knew it, Mike. I knew it. I knew you would fold.
No, I told you I was going to get it. I told you.
Oh, Mike.
Oh, stop.
Everyone's angry now.
Oh, you know what?
People are unsubscribing. People are saying you need a new co-host.
Oh, jeez.
They're saying it's time.
Come on. Who's going to replace me?
That's true. You'll miss Mike too much if we let him go.
Come on, guys.
Come on.
You
gotta let him. You gotta let him do what he wants to do. We gotta let Mike live his life. Let him be a free bird, like the song.
Exactly. It's what it's all about. Freedom.
Yeah. Let him do it. Let him. It's okay.
As long as I'm not hurting anybody else.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we lost them, friends. I guess we've lost Mike finally to the booster.
The booster. Hey, you've got me on other things.
Oh, Mike.
That's all right.
We've lost you.
Oh, stop.
Everyone, rest in peace, Mike.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Mike. There we go. I started clapping. Sorry, Mike. I got so excited. I'm sorry.
You know what? Screw you guys. I'm out of here.
He's out of here. Home. He's signing off.
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
Yeah, Mike is the best co-host. This is true. Yeah, Eric, I agree.
Thank you.
I agree with Eric.
That is very nice to hear. Thank you, guys.
Lord.
Oh.
I don't know what to tell you, Mike.
Garden State Plaza.
This is it. I'm terrified. We might lose you, Mike, to COVID-19.
No, stop. If anything, you should be kind of on my side because of all the issues I've had.
And you're going out, Mike, soon to the wild, Mike.
Should we add me to the death pool?
I mean, we might have to. I mean, you're going out soon. You're going to go a night out in the town.
Bagpipes.
Oof, Mike.
Someone asked me,
come on,
which was my favorite mall on Route 17? Garden State Plaza.
I see.
Yep, that's where they had a shooting.
That's where the shooting.
There was a shooting there. Well, actually, no, I stand corrected. A guy came into the mall with a gun, a rifle, and like people scattered like roaches when you flick on a light in a room. He didn't kill anybody, but I think he shot himself.
Well, that's technically a shooting.
Yeah, you're right. And you know what? It's kind of a good thing. Although he didn't have to go into a effing mall to do that. He could have did it over a bridge and fell into the water or something. I mean, come on. You gotta scare everybody. I wanted to go shopping that day.
That's true. If you're going to just kill yourself, might as well just do it in the comfort of your own home instead of, holding up traffic, that sort of deal.
Exactly. Or, holding up a line to, buy something at Foot Locker.
That's true. Well, Mike, we'll wrap it up here with the COVID talk. We'll let it go, but I'm just going to say, I feel bad for the future generations, though, Mike, having to experience all this noise, too.
Future generation? What do you mean? Like kids?
Yeah, like the youth, the little children. I feel bad for them.
Oh, yeah. It's always about the effing children. Give me a break.
I try to fire you up there, Mike. I remember you telling me, so I had to interject there with the kids.
Oh, kids. I can't have kids. I'm destroyed. I've been destroyed since I was 20. Yeah, since I was 25. All the radiation I had pumped into my body in the lower extremities. I could never have kids from as far back as age 25.
Well, don't worry, Mike. Everyone's getting screwed constantly. It's by the government nonstop, so don't worry.
I'm not.
We're all getting pegged one way or another. Let's be honest here. My God.
Right.
So they were robbed too, just as much as anyone else. In the long run, we are sort of in deep shit right now. Let's be honest here. But the sun will rise tomorrow, and we'll try to sort of, forget what's going on for a moment here, and enjoy what time we have left, Mike. Who knows what's going to happen? We're going to end up like Australia soon. Who knows?
Oh my God, that poor country. Between them and Canada, I don't know who to feel more.
Who's worse?
Yeah, like who to feel more sorry for. Insane what's going on.
The Canadians are angry. Yeah, I could see that. Yes.
Yeah, and rightfully so.
We have a few listeners out there who are, from Canada. They're very angry too, experiencing the nonsense that's going on.
That's too bad. I feel sorry for them.
Me too. And pretty soon, those that work for Nike, if they're not vaccinated, they will be terminated, by the way.
That's nice.
Yeah. Starting tomorrow, by the way, if I remember correctly. Terminations will ensue on the 15th of this year, so congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah, we predicted this many moons ago, right here on this program.
That's right.
All these things have come to fruition. That's the right word. I can't even speak right. We told you all this was coming. It's all part of the script.
Yep.
Was COVID a message from God, Mike?
No.
You like that?
No. Don't start.
I saw that van today. That's why. So it got me all fired up again.
You saw it? What did you see?
There's like this big van out here that has all these sort of writings, and one of them is COVID a sign from God.
From God. Yeah.
Or a message from God. They mix it up.
Of course they do.
I should take a photo of that next time for you, Mike.
Yeah.
I already do have a photo of that somewhere on here, but I'll send that one to you, Mike.
Thank you. I feel so much better.
Yes. Oh, Lord. And of course, Mike, it's almost time for round 2.
All right. I'm hyped up and ready to go.
I'm kind of ready to go.
Yep. Got my list.
I'm ready to go, but are you as ready as Mike Lindell?
I'm ready. I'm much more in control of my answers than I was last week. Like I didn't really have a...
You're more focused this time.
Yeah, I didn't have a direction. Now I've got a direction.
Now you're kind of more prepared.
Indeed.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, like Mike Lindell, we're both fired up. That man, I don't think he's going to die anytime soon, by the way. For those that... I don't know. Do you think he might die this year?
No, I don't. I mean, I think he's perfectly healthy. I don't think there's anything wrong with the guy.
I don't think he's croaking anytime soon.
But you know what? I shouldn't even said that because it has nothing to do with being healthy. I mean, it could happen at any moment.
But yeah, he could go any time. But he's gonna have a good year this time around. I think he's been having a bumpy ride, but I've been seeing him out in the media making the rounds again. So I think he is. Well, to be honest, he's fired up, probably more alive now than he was when he was actively smoking crack under a bridge. Right now, the man is claiming he has evidence to put 300 million Americans in jail, by the way.
But what does that mean?
I have no idea what that means. That's just something I saw him say. And really? I can't confirm or deny these claims by our boy Mike Lindell, but he's also offering a $5 million reward to anyone that can disprove the election date. Lindell says he has all the pieces of the puzzle, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Well, I can appreciate that. I really can, because I would love for somebody to be able to prove it. Not that they haven't already. It's just that the media won't do their job, and the Democrat politicians
disprove his claims, by the way, for those that are not following along with what we're talking about here. I'm pretty sure most of you are pretty much up to par with our friend Mike Lindell. But yes, Mike, he's not dying anytime soon. The man's made a lot of money.
Like I said, I don't think so. I don't think he will. But as
Hell
I
no.
say, it could happen at any point, which is the point of this show.
That's
We're
right.
talking about celebrities that could die.
They could die anytime,
despite whether they're healthy or not.
I could die right now on the show.
I'm already dead.
Mike has been dead for a while, but dead inside.
I'm the Walking Dead.
He's the Walking Dead, but yes, Lindell, he's been saying these things that he has evidence claiming this has been, a bit of a sham.
Well, like I was just saying, there is evidence already. It's just that the media and the Democrat politicians won't release it because they're power hungry. Period.
We shall see what happens, Mike. Hopefully everything works out. I wish I could have some of that money. We'll find out.
Me too.
Yes. Is that the Christian pillow guy? Yes, Steve. Mike Lindell of My Pillow.
Christian pillow guy.
I believe, yeah, that's what he fancies himself as.
Well, he is, right?
Well, I think so. I don't.
Especially, there's a
have
lot
no
of people
reason to believe it.
A lot of people, after they get off of drugs, they immediately turn to religion.
Yeah. So, I think he's pretty religious.
Most of them are, except me.
Except Mike. Mike is, he's... Oof. He's satanic. He is the devil.
Ooh.
Mike, you're not the devil. Come on.
I know. I just happen to know him very personally. That's all.
Do you now?
Yeah, he's a good friend of mine.
Understood. Well, Mike, it is that time once again for Celebrity Death Pool Round 2. This is always insane, by the way.
Indeed.
I'm always having a good time when we do Celebrity Death Pool. It's pretty outrageous, folks. Anytime I do this, we get a lot of heat, by the way. And
do we really?
We always do, and I get in trouble all the time for doing these sort of things. People get really angry.
By who?
By just random fucking listeners out there. They just...
Really?
They complain about everything. I mean, I guess that's what the internet's for. To complain about things and that sort of deal. But here we are again, folks. Round 2 of Celebrity Death Pool. This is pretty outrageous. This is the year 2022. I can't believe the show's been going this long.
Congratulations.
Wow. I know. Bravo. This is a trip.
That's great.
I am tired. I'm extremely tired.
You're tired?
Hell yeah, I'm tired. I can't believe we've been doing this long. I just thought about it right now, and I'm like, holy shit, I've been doing the show for such a long time. My God.
And I was there at the beginning, for the most part.
Yeah, you've been here for a while.
Yeah. In fact, I wasn't a co-host. I was an interviewee.
Yeah. That's wild.
Yep.
That is wild.
I saw him from the beginning, folks. I was there.
He was there.
I knew he would continue to do it and have a great show. And he's going to go even further.
We're going to go further.
You watch and see.
And tomorrow, the freight train will be here, by the way.
Yes.
You missed him, right? Jim Fetcher, the freight train. He'll be here live and direct tomorrow, folks, with Dean Ryan, who I believe will be here as well. That's going to be a good one. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to listen to the show even further, tomorrow I'll be back on the microphone going insane.
Did you want to mention that one person who died?
Who died?
The guy who you called me up the other.
Oh my God, are you serious?
I don't know if you wanted to mention it or not.
We could talk about him. You mean Colin Flaherty?
Yes.
Yeah, Colin Flaherty's gone.
Yep.
He's gone, folks. He has been future endeavored.
Yep.
Poor guy. Poor man. I believe how old was the guy?
I think I asked.
He was like in his 70s, right?
Talking. You said late 60s, possibly.
Late 60s, probably.
Yeah.
I think so.
We don't know what he died of, right?
I think it was lung cancer.
Was it? Yeah, it was damn cigars.
I can't check his personal Twitter page because I've been blocked. By the way, folks, I had no idea I was blocked by Colin Flaherty, but this is true, folks. I can't believe it.
Very strange.
I know. I went back to say and look and see if all this was true to sort of confirm this sort of thing. And I clicked oh my God, that bird is starting to scare me, Mike. He's like, he's sad about Colin Flaherty, I think.
That's the parakeet.
The parakeet. He's Sad about Colin Flaherty, I believe. But yes, Colin Flaherty has passed, boys and girls. He was a pretty interesting guest, to be honest. He was always no nonsense. He was never very happy when I talked to him. He was very angry. Very angry man.
I have his first book.
You have his first book, Mike?
I do.
Which one?
Oh, White Girl Bleed a Lot.
Yes. White Girl Bleed a Lot. That's that's insane
to say that.
Well, yes and no, but I just wanted to hear someone else say it for a change.
Say
it. That's an interesting choice for a book. I would say a title for a book, rather.
Do you know what that title is from?
I really don't know, Mike. You tell me.
Okay, I'll tell you. The title.
I haven't read that one.
All right. For those of you who don't know who Colin Flaherty is, he wrote a book based on racism. And all right, so now don't freak out, people. All right, for what I'm going to say. So
oh, Mike, are you already? No.
Let me speak. I just don't want people to get the wrong impression. Colin wrote a book about racism against white people, on how there is a lot of crime against white people, but it's dismissed because it is stated by a lot of people who say that blacks cannot be racist, and that's untrue, because I've been involved in a racist attack. I was attacked by three black guys in a very brutal, vicious, racist attack. Nevertheless, Colin wrote a book, and in this book, it talks about all these instances where white people were racially attacked by blacks, and it was never reported. One of the attacks that took place, these black people were beating up a white girl, and they beat her so badly she was laying on the floor, and one of the people who beat her up said, quote, "White girl bleed a lot,"
wow,
unquote. And that's where you got the title.
Lord.
The interesting thing about that book, and I don't want to get off, I'm not getting off topic, but I got to say this. For those of you who don't understand it, or even you don't like what I'm saying, let me say this. In his book, everything he wrote about is backed up by documents on YouTube, links on YouTube, to actually see the footage he's talking about. Now, whether or not it's still there, I don't know. But when he wrote the book, I checked out everything, and everything was factual.
Understood. And of course, that photo that you're seeing right now up in the chat room, that is a photo of Colin Flaherty. Obviously, in better times.
Yeah, too bad.
Poor man. But yes, Colin Flaherty gone. Yeah, moment of silence. Bow your heads.
I thought he was a nice guy.
He was nice. A little fiery at times with me. No idea why.
Really?
Yeah, he would. Little angry at times. Well, I mean, I'm blocked on Twitter.
I can't understand that. I don't either. Life of me, because you didn't do anything wrong to him.
I didn't do anything. I never said anything inflammatory towards our friend Colin Flaherty. But one day, I've read the news that he died, so I went to his profile page, and there, out of nowhere, I'm blocked. I was like, "Holy shit!" Okay.
That makes no sense to me.
Not a big deal, Mike. Some people I like very much have blocked me on Twitter too, and I've never even interacted with them.
So how do you like them?
Well, I have no idea. I mean, they are free to do whatever they want. You have the right to feel any way you want about me. If you get angry and block me, I don't really care. That's your business. I'm just kind of surprised it happened, that's all, but here we are, boys and girls, alive and well, surviving COVID, surviving the end times. I hope all of you do survive these glorious times ahead. I know I do. We'll make it through together, folks, I promise. You like that, Mike? I gave some hope to the world there.
I hope you can keep that promise, because, Joe Biden said when he was getting elected president,
Joey Biden,
he said that he would crush, and I quote, "I will crush COVID in 100 days. Well, where are we now?
We're long gone, Mike. And of course, for those that don't know, I am a COVID survivor, boys and girls. You too can beat the devil's flu. Now, with the unpopularity of the last segment, usually we do round 2 of Celebrity Death Pool. Do you like the way I worded that? The unpopularity.
Yeah, I was actually digging that.
Yes, we didn't get through all the calls, but tonight we will. If you do want to call in and share your top 10 picks with us, give us a call if you have 10 predictions on who will croak in 2022. You know, you can pick the easy list of the elderly, or you can have a little fun and mix it up. It's all on you. The choice is yours. Remember, the winner will receive
$10,000.
$10,000. 10K. 10 big ones.
10 pennies.
10 pennies. $10,000. No, that's the real deal. 10 grand for the winner. This is going to be insane. You'll get recognition for being a true hero. That's true. That number is 424-666-2425. Yes.
Can I say it?
Get yourself the glory and the fame. Mike, go ahead. Feel free.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to call the Michael Decon program, call in at 424-666-2425.
It kind of sounds like that one guy that was on the radio many years ago. Sort of had that sort of thing going on in your voice there.
Wolfman Jack?
No, not that guy. Not him. He's a bit annoying, but that number 424-666-2425, that number on your screen is accurate. Go ahead and call in. You know, we'd love to hear from all of you out there. Don't be shy. Step up to the plate. And I usually win these sort of things, to be honest. You know, I win all these sort of these celebrity death pool things. You know, I keep a good eye out there for, you know, anyone who I feel is going to go under.
Last year I got Rush Limbaugh.
Rush Limbaugh. We both did, actually.
Yeah, that's right. You picked them too, right?
I picked them too. Good old Rush. I know you're still sad about it, right? You're broken up about it.
I mean, I've heard so many things about him being such a great right-wing radio host, and I never really listened to him. You liked him, though, didn't you?
Not at all.
Really? I thought you did.
No.
Okay, I stand corrected.
No, I'm not a big fan. By the way, Colin was 66 years old, by the way. And I last remember seeing him, a photo of him at the hospital with a cigar in his mouth. So, yeah.
What a badass.
Lordy. I guess it's safe to say he died doing what he loved.
That's all that matters, and I guess.
I guess so. I mean, good Lord. Anyways, moving forward, let's not bring it down that quickly back again. Right. Let's move it forward here. I thought, you know, we could move it forward and get away from that sort of thing.
Let's move it forward.
Let's move it forward. May God rest his soul. Here we go. Let's get this started. Number 10, Mike, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn.
Yeah, do you remember him?
Yeah, he's an actor, right?
He was an actor.
I can't picture who he is.
He rode a very high wave for a while off the movie The Wedding Crashers.
Oh, right, okay. Right.
Yeah. You remember that guy?
Okay, and why do you think he's gonna kick?
No idea why. I just have a strange feeling that he can go under. I could see perhaps an accidental overdose, to be honest. I could see it happening. It looks like a lot of these people that I chose could, you know, have a potential accident and succumb.
Wasn't Vince Vaughn in The Swingers, or Swingers?
I believe Vince Vaughn was in that movie, yes.
Okay.
Yes, he was in Wedding Crashers, mostly known for that movie. He wrote that wave for a long time, and then he came up again with another good, well, I wouldn't say it's a good movie, but it was good on his end. The breakup with Jennifer Aniston. I mean, that was good for his career there to mix it up with another A plus sort of an A-lister sort of type, but I could see him going under, Mike, for sure.
Did you see him in the Anchorman? Anchorman?
An Anchorman?
Yeah, yeah. Hold on a second. He was in Anchorman. I'm pretty here.
I think you're mixing him up here, Mike.
No, Vince Vaughn.
I don't think he was in that, was he?
Absolutely, yeah. He played the scenes where they had the brawls. Yeah, they had the brawls outside. Like,
why can I not remember this movie now? Was he an Anchorman? Holy shit!
Yeah, he was in 1 and 2.
How lost am I here? I don't even remember these movies.
Well, I just watched Anchorman.
Oh, that's right. He was in Anchorman. You're right. He wasn't really. He was sort of like off on the side there.
Yeah, like even Ben Stiller, he was in it too.
That's right. Yeah, yeah.
You know,
I'm like, he was in these movies. Yeah, you're right. Well, I still think he could go under.
It's possible.
See how big of a role he played there?
Who?
Vince Vaughn.
Well, why do you think he? I mean, is he doing drugs?
No, not that I know of. I just had this weird feeling in my head. That's why I picked Vince Vaughn of all people. I thought, well, holy shit. Not sure why. Let's give him a try. Maybe he'll pass. Who knows?
Perhaps.
We'll find out. Do you have a number 10, Mike? Go ahead.
I have a number 10. Pat Robertson from the 700 Club.
Pat Robertson. Is it because he's old as shit?
Well, not only that, but I think I think he is at a point where how do I explain this? I feel like he's just not the man he used to be.
Do you feel his time? Oh, okay, I get you. His time's coming.
His time is coming. It's just, yeah, he's old. Yeah, I get it. But I mean, listen, I really tried to think these out this time. But the top ones that I picked were last week. So
right.
I didn't have much to choose
That's okay.
from.
That's okay.
So, all right. So Pat Robertson, 700 Club.
Well, that's not a bad pick.
Like, get possessed by a demon or something.
Maybe get possessed by. That's pretty dark. Who knows? We'll find out. I was not expecting that, but we'll go with it.
Well, I had to give you something, you know.
Vinny in the chat says, maybe you predicting people's deaths curses them. What do you got to say about that, Mike?
No, I don't. I don't think that's but people have cursed me to death constantly, and I'm still here. And the same with you, Michael. People have, given you death threats. I've had death threats before.
Yeah.
The funny thing is I've had them from women.
Ooh.
Not that it's funny, but.
Well, death threats are a part of life.
Indeed.
At least in my opinion. Yeah, it happens more than you'd like to admit, folks. But yeah, that goes on. That goes on. Oh, good pick here in the chat. Dr. Phil, by the way.
Dr. Phil?
Dr. Phil, he's got plenty of money, but I don't think he's going to die anytime soon. I'm sure he has excellent health care. He's not dying anytime soon, but...
Good point.
But hey... There's always the road or the air, so you never know.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Keep your fingers crossed. You might get your wish. So number 9, Mike, are you ready?
I'm ready. Who's going first, you or me?
Well, I guess I'll go. This is a fun one.
All right.
It might not happen, but I saw some strange ad on the computer, and I thought, why not? Jennifer Garner, by the way, Mike.
Jennifer. Now I know the name. I can't picture the face. Jennifer Garner.
I recently came across some random video on YouTube, and you know how that goes. You can be led down a rabbit hole quite easily, like Alice in Wonderland. And just like Alice, I went down a dark rabbit hole and I discovered all kinds of weird things, and I came across, randomly, Jennifer Garner. As you know, I thought, why the hell is this video coming up? And then I realized, there's drama going on with this actress and her breakup with Ben Affleck. And I remember there was sort of messed up their family. I believe Ben Affleck cheated on her, and I saw some video of her crying, and I thought, you know what? This is very Hollywood. This is an easy one. Hopefully, not hopefully, but I'm thinking just a pill away, Mike.
She was the one who was in Daredevil, that superhero movie.
That's
Daredevil, right?
That's right.
Yeah. She's too muscular for me. I don't like muscular women.
Well, I'm thinking that whole thing messed her up pretty badly. I was crying all over the place. Yes, Ben Affleck broke up with her for J-Lo. That's right, Jennifer Lopez. That's right.
Out of the frying pan into the fire. Jennifer Garner has some serious shoulders. Like, she's got football shoulders going on.
She had to get in great shape for the role.
Yeah, I guess she did.
I take it. But yes, that's what happened, folks. She's torn up by the whole thing. I can imagine when you have kids and all that, there's a family involved and person cheats, and things go south. She's
it's
crying
too bad.
Over
she
the
looks
place.
like a really sweet person.
I was about to say that she looks like a nice person, so hopefully she does not go the way of swallowing a bunch of pills and dying. Killing herself like
wrists.
That. Yeah, let's not. Hopefully that doesn't happen. But yes, do you have a number 9, by the way?
A number 9. Okay, number 9. Number 9, Mr. Mel Brooks.
Mel Brooks?
I'm sorry to say it's because he's old, and I like the guy a lot. I just think he's tipping off.
You're going for an easy pick, a normal pick, just because he's old. That's okay.
It gets better.
Oh, it gets better.
But I mean, with Mel Brooks, for this
he's 95, by the way.
Pardon?
He's 95.
I know, yeah. And again, I mean, I like the guy. I really do.
Sure,
I think he's
it's okay.
Great actor, great writer, great producer, director. But unfortunately, I think his time is coming. And
that's okay, Mike. You don't have to like or dislike these people. It's it's okay.
No, I know.
No worries.
I'm good.
And Mike, I think we're joined by another caller here. I'm not quite sure. But caller, you are on the line with us. Go ahead.
So is Michael Aquino really dead?
Is Michael Aquino really dead?
Yes.
I would have to say yes. Unfortunately.
Did he autograph your guys' book?
Mine. He did mine, yeah. In fact, I have a sheet of authenticity that he also sent along. So yeah, he did sign it, and it's one of the most cherished book signings I have. Yes, he's dead.
You guys should interview Lilith.
We should interview Lilith.
Oh, his wife?
His wife.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been thinking about giving her a call and asking if she would want to be a guest here.
That would be interesting. I'd love to talk to her.
We'll see what happens.
She was part of the Church of Satan before, like with Aquino. I think. In fact, I think before Aquino.
What was that? Go ahead. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. I was saying like pre-1975, before the schism.
Before that, though, I think in the 60s, in the late 60s, she was part of the group, wasn't she?
Well, I think Aquino had a wife before her, but I forget her name.
That's right. Yeah, I think you're right on that as well. Where are you calling from, caller?
The Midwest.
Midwest. Okay. Are you involved or study of the occult or Satanism?
Yeah, I study new religious movements and Western esotericism and whatnot. So.
Wow. Okay.
Have you read Lords of the Left-Hand Path by Stephen Flowers?
Lords of the Left-Hand Path. I have not. I don't.
I'd recommend.
Hello? I think we lost him.
Oh no, he's still there. I thought we lost him too. I heard a weird thing going out there, but no, he's good.
It's like he dropped out. Can you repeat what you said, caller? We lost you for a second.
Yeah. The book is Lords of the Left-Hand Path by Stephen Flowers.
Stephen Flowers.
I'm writing it down.
I'm not sure I've heard of that myself, by the way. But I'll have to look into that. Pretty cool.
One more question.
Go ahead, yes.
Have you thought of interviewing someone like Xena or Nicholas Shrek?
Good question. You know who those people are, Michael?
I only heard of one of those people, but if we can, I don't see why not.
Let me tell you something, caller. That would be awesome. In fact, I'd even love to interview Stanton LaVey.
If we can, you know what I mean?
If we can,
yes.
The thing is with the satanic community is that they are very fickle. And we tried to interview...
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Who
is that guy we tried to interview from the Satanic Temple?
Who was it?
In Salem, Massachusetts. I can't remember. He's basically the president or the high priest, if you will, of the Satanic Temple, which is not to be associated with the Church of Satan. And I reached out to him. I told him, listen, we would love to interview.
Douglas something or?
What's his name?
I forget what his name is. It's a pseudonym. Oh, Lucian.
Yeah.
Lucian, yes.
Right. Lucian something. Right?
Lucian Green.
Which is obviously not his name.
But I reached out to him. I sent him an email and I said, I told him who I was. In fact, he knew who I was. And I said, listen, we would love to interview you. Here's what happened. I think he listened to our show, Michael's show.
He probably did.
And I think he took great offense to it because, let's face it, we are not left or right. And a lot of the satanic community is far left. And the funny thing is
they're just neo-Christians in black robes, really. And
who said that?
Tattoos.
LaVey said that. I read a book where LaVey made that very comment. Well done, caller. Well done. But what I was going to say is that a lot of
he said something similar about I think witches. So I just rephrased it for the 21st century.
Nice. That's right. He mentioned it about Wicca, basically.
Right. I remember that quote. Yes.
But anyway, to finish off, what I was going to say is that especially the Satanic Temple, they're far left. And the interesting thing is that
they're basically a political advocacy group.
Right. So what I was going to say is that initially Satanism was based off of, believe it or not, right-wing policies. And I'm not kidding when I say that. LaVey and the original Church of Satan their values were right-wing. Believe it or not.
Yeah, he definitely was one of those, kind of old school conservatives.
And I wouldn't use the word conservative, but I know what you're saying.
Which I'm pretty sure the Satanic Temple is aware of that, which is why they've distanced themselves from LaVey and Satanism.
Probably for the best, because I'll tell you, their policies are kind of silly. They wouldn't do the show. Lucian wouldn't come on the show with us, and it all had to do with the fact that we weren't
so much for free
wing
thought,
Yep.
Yeah, some people can take that sort of thing, and I guess he was one of them. And that happens every now and then. Some people won't like us if we're not entirely on their side. And that goes with everything in life. Once someone finds out you don't really go down that sort of path, they hit that eject button right away and cast you away.
Yep. And more so today these days, Michael.
I believe so. More now than any other time. It's pretty crazy.
Yep.
But I'm used to people seeing me and walking to the other side of the road. Or the other side, you know how that goes.
The thing.
The thing. That thing. Do you like that, Mike? That thing.
The thing.
The thing. Caller, by the way, do you have any picks, by the way, of anyone you think might go out here now that we have you on the line here? Since you sort of...
I have no
He's
picks.
laughing.
Since you sort of took us off the path here.
Yeah, my apologies. But,
it's okay.
Have
Yeah,
you ever
not
listened to the
exactly
show before?
Celebrity Deathmatch in 2022.
That's funny. Love that. Well,
Little animated character.
yes. Well, once again, I do thank you for the call, by the way. That was nice.
Yeah, no problem. Try and get Lilith and read Lords of the Left-Hand Path.
I'll work on that, yes.
And caller,
All
one
right.
more thing.
No worries.
If you get an opportunity, write to me. I don't know if you're on Facebook or whatever, but contact me. I'd like to find out some more things that you've studied and worked on.
Do you have an email? I know that sounds very like Grandpa New Balance, but
do you not do Facebook, which is fine? I'm just curious.
No, I do not do Facebook.
That's cool. Just contact me at hideous777 @Yahoo.
Very nice. Once again, thank you for the call.
Thank you, caller.
Yes, we appreciate him greatly. Once again, call in if you'd like with your top 10 picks. I wasn't expecting that call.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah, I was just thinking about making that call. That's why.
Were you really?
Yeah, that's why I'm like, this is a little weird. I was actually thinking about that and had sort of put that out in the universe to someone. So I thought, wow, that's a strange synchronicity there. That must mean I have to make that call then, for sure.
Do it. I would love to talk to Lilith. Love it.
All right, well, I guess I'll work on that, yeah. Hopefully we'll make it happen. So carrying on, folks, let's continue this. Let's continue the show. Mike, number 8. Do you have a number 8? Do you want to start us off?
Number 8.
Here we go.
All right, you ready for this?
I'm ready. I'm excited.
AOC, or also known as AOC. I
Again?
think AOC.
I thought you picked her before.
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Maybe last year.
Feel free. Okay.
I think AOC is going to. I think she might have a dealing with suicide.
Whoa. A suicide.
Now ask me why.
And why do you feel that our friend would do such a thing, Mike? I think all minds want to know for sure.
Okay, so one of two things is a possibility prediction. I think somebody might retaliate against her for her anti-American slurs and how much she just puts this country down and tells everybody how racist it is and blah 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 blah. I think somebody might actually take a shot at her.
I might have to isolate your voice next time, by the way.
What is that?
I have to get a timestamp right now of that. That was a good little thing you did there.
What? What'd I do?
Well, you said what you said right there. That was a pretty funny little sound drop you are giving us here. We'll have to work on that.
Okay.
But yes, AOC, you feel she's going under.
Well, the other thing is, if she doesn't get an assassination attempt, I think she would possibly take her own life.
Whoa.
Because I think what's going to happen down the road, eventually Americans are going to realize that her and the 5 crackpots that are all American hating jackass snot-nosed bitches, they're going to all realize that their policies were absolute crap, and they're going to like take their own lives. I mean, I can only hope. But,
wow.
Did I say that? I'm sorry.
It's pretty dark here tonight, boys and girls. I had no idea Mike would go down this path here. Wow.
Well, based on the show last week, I mean, I had to catch up to you guys. You and the caller the people that called in, you were giving better answers than I was. So I gotta come up with something.
You're very fired up here tonight, wishing these things. I feel like you put a lot of passion into this one here.
I did.
You really did. Holy shit, Mike.
And I did think about Mark Zuckerberg and Jeff Bezos as well. I'm looking at the chat.
Yes, a very lively chat here tonight, I believe.
Pink
the
singer.
Pink the singer, yes. I don't think
Trent
so,
Reznor.
but Trent Reznor, I don't know. I don't see him going anytime soon either. Those are fun names, but I don't know. We'll
Yeah, I don't
find
think he'll
out.
go
We'll find
either.
out. So number 8, Mike, are you ready?
Yes.
Ozzy Osbourne and Sharon Osbourne.
Ooh, yes. What a good pick.
I believe
Wow.
both are going under this year, by the way.
No kidding.
I
They
believe
are still
so.
together, right?
Yeah, I think they're still together. I don't think they have broken up or anything. I think everything is going well in those regards, but I believe both have contracted COVID. And
Uh-oh.
Sharon has had a number of health issues, by the way, along with everyone's favorite Prince of Darkness.
Yeah.
I could see both croaking, by the way, this year. Mostly due to age and health.
Right. And you're spot on to pick that out, because Ozzy had a really hard life with substance abuse.
That's right.
And is Sharon like dealing with cancer?
She's had her bouts with cancer, I believe.
Yeah.
I believe so. She's had her health issues. He's had his health issues. Both now positive for COVID, I believe.
I spoke to Sharon once on the phone.
Oh yeah? She was
Yeah.
she was in the music industry for a long time as sort of like an agent, right?
Mm-hmm. In fact, she hooked me up with my interview with Ozzy back in the day.
Nice. Well, I hope they make it out this year. I didn't pick them because I hated them or anything.
Right. No, I get it. Yeah, I'm told. Let's be perfectly clear to the listeners out there and any FCC or anything. We are not doing this in a hateful way.
Not at all.
This is simply entertainment at the
Of
expense
course.
of celebrities.
That's right. As time goes forward, I'm seeing a lot of people who, really don't like celebrities as much as I do. And that's a good thing. That's why we have Celebrity Death Pool. But of course, we don't want them to, we don't really wish them to die. We just don't want them to live that long. That's all.
That's well put, Michael.
Yeah.
We don't want them to go too fast. But,
Yeah. That we want that thing to happen. That the thing.
The thing.
The thing.
Somebody wants to win this contest here.
Oh, that's funny. Yes, Bon Jovi would break my heart too. Yeah. Bon Jovi. Well, not really, but that would be a bummer though, right? Bon Jovi. Sure.
To me, it wouldn't.
You're like, fuck him.
I really don't care.
Whoa.
I know he's from Jersey and all, but I never got into the guy.
You don't claim him.
No, I
hear you.
Just there's one song I like that he ever did, and that was "Runaway." If you're into that type of music,
Oh, okay. Oprah, that's another good one. The chat is throwing out some good names here. Yes, yep. Oprah would be a good one.
I saw
sure.
Mick and Richard.
Yeah, that's also a good choice. But of course, number 7, Mike. Are we ready for this?
I am.
Should I go first?
Whatever you want, brother.
I guess I'll go first. Amy Schumer.
Amy Schumer. Chuck Schumer's wife?
No, she's she was a comedian of sorts.
I don't even know who she is.
I know that's not that good. If you
What's
don't
her
know.
name?
Amy Schumer, not a stranger to any Celebrity Death Pool list. Back in 2018, I believe she did reveal having some sort of kidney infection. So I was hoping that, she would sort of kick the bucket, but that never happened.
Schumer, Schumer?
Yeah, she's a terrible comedian, by the way. Just awful, despicable. I'm not sure why anybody would want to listen to her, but...
This blonde chick?
Yeah.
I've never seen her before.
That's a good thing.
I've never heard of her either.
That's a good thing. You don't want to see her.
All right.
I don't even want to put Yeah, you don't want any of that. You don't want to know. You don't want to hear her. You don't want to see her. Trust me. This is the best. This is best for you, Mike. I'm keeping you protected.
She was in that movie Trainwreck.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
Greg,
Was that the only good thing she did?
Greg is saying Chuck is married to a dude. I don't know if that's true or not, but
Chuck Schumer?
I believe he's referring to Chuck Schumer. I think. I had no idea.
I'm looking at that picture of AOC on the AOC.
Yes, I'm not sure why you always say that, but AOC, you're confusing me here with a car.
No, I'm looking at the picture of AOC. Do you think she's pretty?
Do I think she's pretty? She looks
I got a problem with her.
Are we gonna have to break this down? Is this what you're telling me to do?
Yes or no?
Well, Mike, if you're telling me that I have to look at a photo and I have to really look at it for the chat room and examine her, that sort of thing,
I would need her to strip down.
Do you really want me to do that? Whoa!
Throw her in a pool or something and then check her out.
I have no idea why this is getting to that point, Mike. I'm not sure why you would want her to strip down if this is a little
that way.
You have a lot of hatred for this woman, it seems like.
No, come on.
I mean, I dislike Amy Schumer, but this AOC, you really hate her.
I just so many people. I've heard so many people say, "Oh, she's really hot." I don't think she's really hot. I think she's got a flaring nostril. She looks like she's got two bowls for nostrils.
Well, personally, I don't find her attractive, but that's just me, But I'm saying other men might find her attractive.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt.
And I'm sure many people do. I'm sure.
Yeah,
I personally don't feel that she's attractive. That's just my personal taste. I don't know. Everyone out there is different. I don't want to offend anyone who likes her in that regard. I don't want to ruin those fantasies for you. That's not my
line. What I was getting at.
I'm not trying to ruin your minds.
I was trying to get what you felt.
I'm not
if you hated her.
I'm not a fan.
She was your kind of girl.
No, just not my cup of tea, to be honest.
Yeah, just curious.
No, not my type.
Right on.
Yeah, I don't feel it. But yes, the chat room, it seems like they don't really like her much either. The bird in the background doesn't seem like likes her much either. So we'll take this photo. Oh, did I not remove that photo? That offensive photo. There we go. Yes, Mike. So going back to what we're talking about here, it's almost like if you were stoned there, Mike.
No.
I'm like, were you smoking, Mike? Is that what's going on?
No, I've never smoked anything illegal.
Are you high, Mike? Is that what happened?
No, sir.
Is that why we're thinking of AOC so much?
I'm not high, I'm low.
Mike, have you had a dream about her?
No, but I got a joke for you.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, quick intermission for a joke.
Go ahead.
Three guys are sleeping. First guy wakes up. Well, actually, they all wake up, and he says to the other two guys, he says, I had a dream last night. I had the best hand job by anybody.
Jesus.
And then the other guy on the other side goes, I had a dream too. I had this dream that I was having a fascinating hooker give me a hand job. And the guy in the middle says, oh, jeez, I had a dream that I was skiing.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good, Mike.
Thank you.
It's pretty funny
at telling jokes, so I'm really impressed that you laughed.
That was a funny one, though.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know that we're going to get banned for this.
No, I wouldn't go that far.
Jesus Christ, Mike. You really have come alive here tonight. I was not expecting all this sort of sexual aggression coming out of you here tonight.
Aggression. Oh, I'm dying for it.
I think you want to date AOC, Mike. That's what I'm thinking. I think you might want to go out with her.
Think what you want, my friend.
I'm thinking you might want to date her.
Yes, that's exactly. You read my mind. You know exactly who I am.
Love that. Do you have a number 7?
I love Latino women. Believe me, I love Latino women.
My goodness.
She's not my cup of tea.
I acquiesce. Not my cup of tea either. Do you have a number 7, by the way?
I do. Are
Oh
you
my
ready?
God, I'm ready.
Jane Fonda.
Really?
Yeah, you know why?
Why? What happened?
She has cancer.
Oh, the cancer.
Yes.
Oh no. Jane
think-
Fonda. She's
I
84 years old, by the way, and
Yeah.
dealing with what, breast cancer? What's going on?
I think she has cancer of the face.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. I think she did have breast cancer. Was it breast cancer?
I don't know yet. I'm looking it up right now. So she has a bit of a cancer issue. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, that is not. Oh, breast cancer. That's what's going on.
Mhm.
Good Lord. Well, we hope she makes it through and she does not contract COVID at the hospital.
Yeah.
That's probably one of the likely places you would contract COVID. If you visit a hospital, you end up going to visit someone and boom, you're testing positive for COVID all of a sudden. I think
Yeah,
that's what happened to my uncle, by the way. I think he took his daughter for some sort of emergency, by the way, and he ended up contracting COVID at the hospital.
Yep. The place where my father is at, my elderly father, they had 13 cases of COVID that have since taken place since the week of Christmas.
Really?
And I have not been able to visit him since. They have the place in
Damn.
lockdown.
That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that news, Mike.
Thank you.
That's a bit of a bummer there. Oh my.
Yeah. I call him, but he's 90 years old and he can't hear very well, so it's very difficult, and that's why I prefer to go visit him, because I'm not going to get into it, but he's very old now and clock is ticking,
Right. Yeah, that's a pretty hard one there, man.
It is. Yes, I love my dad dearly.
Of course you do, and it sucks that you can't go see your old man at the hospital. He's also testing positive for cancer out there. Seems like anyone out there is testing positive for cancer now.
Yeah. Well, my pop doesn't have cancer. My pop has he's just got COVID.
COVID, cancer, it's all the same to me.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Everyone has it now. Everyone is cancer now. That's what we're learning here in 2022, folks. And Mike, I'm ready to get back on track here. Number 6, Dr.
Yes.
Fauci, by the way.
Fauci?
Dr. Doom.
And what do you think?
Well, it's Dr. Fauci. He's one of those people I just have great disdain for, that's all.
How ironic would it be if he died of COVID?
That would be insane if he actually did die of COVID.
Oh my gosh.
Wouldn't that be something else? Holy hell, Mike.
I'd actually laugh.
You just blew my mind right now. I don't know why I didn't think about that.
It would be so weird.
Fuck your life!
Seriously. Wow. I had no idea. Wouldn't that be the most entertaining thing in the world if that actually happened?
I think it would, because
that's insane.
I think he is. I don't know. I don't know how he's kept a job for all the stuff he screwed up and the things that he said that haven't been true. I mean, oh gosh, this friggin' virus.
He's 81
really
years old, by the way.
Is he really?
He's
that
81.
Old? Jeez.
Dr. Fauci, 81 years old. That's what I'm reading.
Oh.
That is crazy. I had no idea he was 81.
I had no idea. I thought he was in his 60s.
He might not die, Mike, of natural causes.
Well, he might be one of those lizard people.
He might be a reptilian.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. He might be a reptilian. I never thought about that. He kind of looks a little like a lizard, basically. He does kind of have that look.
The look of a lizard.
Let me pull a photo of him. Yeah, he's kind of scary looking, right?
Yeah, he's not exactly pleasant.
I see a reptilian when I look at him.
Do you really?
I kind of do now that I think about it. He does have that face.
Check the eyes.
Yeah, the eyes. It's always in the eyes, and
They got those slanted eyes.
I'm scared of him.
And I don't
He
mean
looks
Chinese. I mean like slanted like a lizard.
like a
You know,
lizard. Yeah, I'm looking
like
at
a
him right
slit.
now.
I don't want to get in trouble for
Look at
being a
that.
racist.
Look at that face. Yeah, he's like a lizard man.
No doubt.
Yeah, he's from a different world for sure. He's got that weird look to him. I don't trust him.
How can you?
I don't trust this man.
Really. He is definitely. Wow, 81? He doesn't look 81.
He's 81.
Good for him.
He's drinking blood. No, I don't think he actually is drinking blood, by the way. I'm just saying. He probably is. He probably is, though. That's probably why he's still alive and so active, Mike. He's drinking blood of
He
the
looks
youth.
looks like Kiff on Futurama. Oh my god.
He kind of does. That's a good one, Steven.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Draco
Oh,
hybrid, yes. Yes, Eric. This guy drinks blood. This is true. I've seen him do it.
Children's.
I've seen him do it. I've seen him do it. No,
Got
I'm joking. I didn't see him drink blood, by the way.
Got a giant blender that he puts little baby infants in.
He looks psychotic, though. This is true.
I think he's a moron. I don't know how he still has a job. I really don't.
Boogeyman says he looks like he got bullied a lot as a kid. Well, most likely. I could sort of see that happening, but yes. Dr. Fauci, number 6. How appropriate.
Dr. Fucha.
Dr. Doom. Do you have a number 6, by the way, Mike? Take us away from the demonic look of Dr. Fauci here.
6 or 5? Yes, 6. Elton John.
Elton John. Whoa.
Elton John, I think.
Why?
Well, I think Elton John is going to have some sort of an accident.
Why? You're getting
Hey,
nervous,
man. Man, what do you want, Coke?
Maybe.
I think he's going to have an accident.
Well, Elton John,
Like
no stranger to cocaine, by the way.
What?
Elton John.
What about him?
I'm saying he's no stranger to cocaine.
Oh, of course not. He's from the 60s and 70s. Of course not.
You're right.
But I think that Elton might have some sort of an accident. Maybe, who knows, like some crazy sexual escapades of...
Now people are saying AIDS in the chat room, by the way.
With Elton?
Yeah. The chat room is a little fired up here tonight as well, I could tell. They've been drinking, I could tell.
Some really interesting comments that are taking
Some
place.
very interesting comments here, yes.
Oh, Joe Namath, that's a good one.
But yes, Elton John.
Smokey the Bear.
These are some good picks here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I haven't been
Absolutely.
disappointed, but yes, number 6, Elton John for Mike. I hope someone's taking track of this. I'm not, but
I am.
I
I'm
should.
writing it
Okay,
down.
you are. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Writing it
Good. We're on track here. We haven't lost it yet, folks. We're still on the rails.
Don't get me wrong either. Elton John is, I mean, I'm not into his music except for back in the 70s, but he's a great songwriter for what he does, and he's a great person. He's a humanitarian. I appreciate what he does. A flaming homosexual, which, you know, is fine. I don't care.
Hey, he can do whatever
But
he wants. He's a big man. He's a grown up. He's a grown up.
He's a grown man.
He's a grown man.
And I like the guy. I really do. I just think that I think something may happen with him, you know.
Boogeyman says Alan might choke on something. Whoa.
Oh, man.
That's pretty dark. Kat says AIDS,
yikes.
cancer, COVID, by the way.
All 3.
Whoa. Well, that might happen. We don't know yet. But we hope not. We hope this does not happen to Elton John. We do respect him a lot. This is...
Absolutely.
Yes. Respect Elton John, folks. The chat room,
I mean,
not
just
really...
look at those glasses.
Yeah, the glasses, you know. A lot of attitude behind those glasses, right, Mike? Very fiery individual there.
Fantastic writer.
Is he foaming at the mouth in this photo?
Probably.
He looks like he's seething in this photo.
Comes with age.
He looks very angry. Yeah, you don't want these eyes staring at you, Mike.
Let me tell you, man, when I was a little boy...
You don't want those eyes staring at you at any time, by the way.
When I was a little boy, I used to go to sleep. Like, I'm talking like about 4 or 5 years old. I used to go to sleep and have a little tiny transistor radio I used to keep under my pillow and listen to WABC as a child on AM radio, because I don't even think FM was invented yet. But I used to listen to Elton John's song, Crocodile Rock.
Crocodile Rock, I know that one, yeah.
Yep, I used to love that song.
I know that tune.
Boy. Yep.
Enlightened and Prepared, I think that's his username. It's kind of cut off, but yes, this is Enlightened. He says he looks guilty, not angry. That was the above comment. Yes, he looks guilty. Yeah, that's true. I'm looking at this man's eyes because his eyes are staring right at me on the screen, Mike, and I could tell that's a guilty man. I don't know what he did, but he did something awful.
I got news for you. Every one of them have been involved in music or acting. Right. They've all been down the road, Michael. So have I.
You've been down the road.
That road.
Lord, Mike.
Yep.
I will have to pray to God tonight for you. I have to say a prayer here tonight.
Somebody better.
I might have to light a candle. I might have to pray to all kinds of different gods. I'm not feeling safe tonight. I might have to cast a white light around me. This show is kind of paranormal here. I'm scared. I'm scared for my life tonight. I might get murdered. I don't even know. I'm not joking around.
I hear you, bro. I hear you.
It's terrified here.
A scary show.
This is a really fucking scary show. This is a paranormal show. It's a Jesus show. It's about, the Christ. It's about the beloved Christ and baby Jesus. That's what really the show's about. But now it's sort of become a really dark paranormal show. This is not good, Mike.
I got news for you.
I am scared.
The last 2 shows, we're both going to hell.
We're going to hell for sure. I am afraid for my life. But yes, let's get rid of this photo here. I don't want him looking at me anymore. I'm scared to death, by the way. Holy shit. Oof. I got a chill down my back thinking about all this.
Oy vey.
Jesus Christ. All right, number 5. Are you ready?
Number 5. You ready?
I'm ready. I am ready to go. David Hasselhoff, by the way.
Hasselhoff. I think we mentioned him
I think we have. We have perhaps mentioned him, but I don't think he was officially on the list.
Hasselhoff.
Yes.
All right. What do you think is going to happen to him? Or why, I should say.
Why? I just feel that it is his time. He's brought us some good moments throughout the years. We do love him very much. For Knight Rider, remember that?
Right.
Loved him on that. But I believe he will be going this year, folks. I believe he's had a great time here on this side of heaven, but it is almost that time to return him back to heaven. So we'll see what happens. Look out for that one, folks. That's a doozy. We're going to see it happen. We hope not, but...
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
He was on Baywatch, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
Baywatch.
Hottest part of his career was when he was on that show. And I can honestly tell you, and I'm proud of this when I say it, I never watched that show once.
He's 69 years old, by the way, and the way that you made that sound was that he was like really hot to you.
No, I meant like hot.
Oh, okay.
Like that was hot for his career.
Oh, I thought you meant like you found him to be like he was hot to you during that year, the year Baywatch. Like you thought he was attractive.
Let me tell you something. I had a friend of mine who was a nurse in a very popular Los Angeles, California hospital. And one night he came in drunk as can be imagined.
We have audio of that. Remember David Hasselhoff when he was all drunk and they got audio of him?
Yeah, so...
Go ahead.
She was working the emergency room that night, And they bring him in. I don't know
Nice.
for what, but he comes in and he's hitting on her left and right, and he's stinking drunk. And she told me the whole story about it. It was kind of funny back then, but
I can imagine that
unfortunately,
happening.
the
Yes, with David Hasselhoff. Yes.
Yep.
Hopefully, we could find the clip to play of those times of him all drunk, going on and on. I don't think we'll have that here tonight, but yeah, there's plenty of audio of him, you know. But we love him very much. We don't hope he dies, but we'll see what happens, Mike. We'll see what happens.
Let's see.
Do you have a number 5, Mike?
You ready?
I'm ready.
Harrison Ford.
Really?
Yeah, sad to say. I like him as an actor. I think he's going to have cardiac arrest.
So he's a heart attack away.
I feel that. Again, speculation. This is all for entertainment. The possibilities. You know, he's been around. He's done good things. I really like his acting. First time I ever saw him was in Star Wars, 1977, and I just think that it may be time.
It may be time for him to go.
Yes, and as I said, cardiac arrest.
It's not bad, not bad. By the way, Max wants to know, who do you both want to die?
Oh.
Like, who do we want dead, basically, is what Max is asking.
And mind you, this is purely
Oh my.
entertainment.
Here we go.
Are you ready? You want to take this one, or shall I?
I think you should, because I'm not even prepared for this. Go ahead, Mike. Holy shit.
So, to answer your question, I would have to say my choice would be Pelosi.
Pelosi. Well, I don't think that's a terrible pick, but you really want her to go, Mike. All the people on this planet, you want her gone.
All right. Okay. I understand what you're saying. All right, so then, well, I can't because this person's on my list.
Oh,
so
shit.
I don't know. Should I say it or not?
No, don't ruin the list. Don't ruin the list.
When we get to it, then I'll tell you who it is.
Okay. By the way,
I'll answer that question when we get to it.
Okay. Very nice. I don't even have anyone I want dead, to be honest. I can't really think of anyone off the top of my head that I really want dead.
Okay. I can appreciate that.
No, it's true. I don't really, not really. Maybe I have to think about that one. But we are joined by a caller. Caller, go ahead. You are live on the air. What's up?
Hey, Mike. I can think of a couple people I want dead right off the bat.
Oh, shit.
Dick Cheney. And George Bush.
I'm glad I went to this caller. He saved us here.
Wait, Dick Cheney is dead.
Oh, well, fuck yeah.
Yeah, you got your wish already. Yeah, you got your wish.
Cheney died
George Bush
like a couple of years ago.
I had no idea.
Yes, as a matter of fact, he died, I believe it was the first year Trump was president. And, Cheney hated Trump because Trump said, and I quote, "I like my war heroes alive." What did he say?
Oh, shit, that's right.
Something like that.
Yeah,
and Cheney took great offense to that because Cheney was a POW.
Well, he's also a POS.
Yeah, he is.
Very nice.
And an SOB.
Wow.
SOB, a POS, all the above. Hey, I got one for you guys. Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey?
Oh!
Not bad.
She's gonna be killed by a fan that just fell in love with that goddamn Christmas song.
What they
and went ape shit.
Oh my god, that's pretty funny.
That is
Hopefully
hilarious.
the listeners at home pick up on that reference. That's pretty good. That was really good. Mariah Carey, great pick. Great choice, by the way. I commend you on that one. I believe How old is Mariah Carey these days? She's 51, so, you know, she's in good health. She takes care of herself, obviously. Hasn't really done anything too upsetting, I would believe. I think she...
I gotta interrupt you.
Go ahead.
I gotta interrupt you. I was wrong. I just read on the chat list. It wasn't Cheney who died. It was
John
McCain.
McCain.
My apologies.
Yeah.
My apologies. I was wrong.
Are you sure Dick Cheney is not dead yet? He's still alive. I thought he was gone.
Yeah, I didn't think he was dead.
I thought he was dead.
My fault.
He was dead
Sorry,
to
guys.
me, though. In my head, he was
I
dead.
got mixed up. He was dead to you.
He
in your
was
head.
already
All
dead
right.
to me, though. So just because he's still alive doesn't mean he's, you know, still alive in that context. But we do have another caller here. Everyone stay online. Caller, you are live on the air. How's it going?
Good. How you doing?
I'm good. Can't complain.
right.
Can't complain. I hope you have some picks for us here.
Some what?
I hope you have some picks. I would imagine that's why you called.
Oh, the pick. Sorry. Kind of in a trance, man. Just
No worries.
smoking weed and not thinking a lot about anything.
Whoa. We have to slow it down here. No worries. No worries.
Slow down a little bit, man. Come on.
No worries. No worries. It's okay. It's okay.
Lower
But
your volume.
I know you're kind of coming in very hot and heavy here. That's a crazy. You got to back away from your phone there.
Okay.
There you go. Now you sound better. But yes,
Much better.
Dick Cheney not dead, folks. Do not be alarmed. He's still alive. I thought he was dead, but yes. Let's go to this caller now. Caller, do you have any picks for us here?
Yeah, I have a few actually.
Here we go.
I've been
Go
thinking
ahead.
about it since I've been listening.
Go ahead. Fire away.
I picked John Travolta.
John Travolta.
Oh,
Great choice. Great addition. We do like that, John Travolta.
AIDS.
Oh, of AIDS. Oh, okay.
yikes!
That's a wonderful prediction. I could very well see that happening. I could see
I
that
can see that
happening.
too.
I mean, I can't visually see that happening, but I could sort of see it happening to John Travolta, you know.
He
Definitely
got caught in a bathhouse up in Toronto. It was all in the news.
in Toronto.
Really?
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's pretty scary.
We're in lockdown still. So crazy.
Yes, we know that. That's pretty insane. So hopefully that doesn't go down anytime soon with John Travolta out there.
Johnny boy, yeah.
Johnny boy. Any other picks, by the way?
A-Rod.
A-Rod, another good choice. A-Rod. But why? What did he do? Is he sick? What's going on with him?
He's involved in the J-Lo scandals. Everybody that dates J-Lo has problems, right?
Well, that's true. I would have,
Kardashians, J-Lo, same thing.
yeah, these women that latch on, these men that you know, that get mixed up with these women. It's a fool's move indeed. So yes, actually, now that you mentioned that, I guess we could. That's a good pick. Good pick there. One more, and then we're gonna have to let you go.
Joe Biden.
Oh, that was my number one. But that's another solid. Well, that was from last week.
Kind of obvious. I don't know.
No, well, yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
We've discussed this one. That's also a great pick. I believe Joe Biden could be going under this year.
Or sooner.
Hopefully the show does not get pulled after saying something like that, though.
Hey,
He's
we're only
already
facing
dead. Yeah.
facts, man.
Yeah, these are...
Dan Bonagino got taken off today.
He got what?
Taken off of YouTube. Dan Bonagino. Bonagino?
Saw that coming a million miles away. I mean, that guy, I like that guy. I would love to interview him, but he tells the truth. And what do you expect? They take him off the air.
He's got balls. I don't know. People with balls get taken off stairs.
Of course, it's not the agenda of the left. and they control the media.
Once again, I do want to thank you for calling in and giving us your picks here, my friend.
Thank you so much for having me, man.
Nope.
You guys do great work.
Thank you, brother. Take care.
Thank you so much.
And I believe that was our friend in Canada.
Canada.
We love that. We really do.
Place to be.
Yes, and I believe we hung up on everyone else who had was on the line there. I did not mean to hang up on you there, but yes, if you want to continue with your picks, please feel free to do so. That number is 424-666-2425. Definitely call in. We are still going hot and heavy here tonight. The show is not over just yet. Still plenty of show to go around, folks, by the way. We have a lot to discuss here. We really do. Mike, am I at number 4 here?
Yeah. Is it 4? 1, 2, 3.
I think I'm at number 4, right?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah. No, 5. No, wait. What was your last one? Hasselhoff, right?
Yeah, mine was. Yeah, so we're at number 4 now.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I'm ready. So this is Emilia Clarke, by the way, another actress. Another actress. And I believe we have our friend calling back in. I'll answer that. But yes, Emilia Clarke, by the way, actress.
Emilia Earhart.
No, not her. But evidently this actress here, Emilia Clarke, had undergone brain surgery twice after suffering from like life-threatening aneurysms. So I'm thinking she might go under very, very soon. That's terrible. Caller, go ahead. You're live.
Well, hello, gentlemen. Is it time for the UFO celebrity death pool portion yet, or are we
It's
not
almost
there yet?
time. If we're getting close to that. We're just wrapping up here.
Should I call back, or I'll just mute myself and hang on? I'm waiting patiently.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll mute you, and we're basically yes. Don't worry. We're getting
my dumb ass. Just mute it.
My God. But yes, we are at number 4. It's almost time. But you could stay here and listen while we do this. It's okay.
Okay.
No problem. You could even jump in whenever you want. But yes, we are at number 4. Emilia Clarke, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. And the reason why I'm saying that is because of these sort of aneurysms that she's sort of endured for a while now. And of course, we know who she is. That for those that don't, she was on Game of Thrones, I believe. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that, Mike.
Which one? Who?
This Emilia
Which
Clarke.
Girl? Who?
Oh.
Yeah, but who is she? Which did she play? You remember?
Mike, you're bouncing all up and down here. What was that? It was like you were
bouncing up and down. What do you mean?
Your voice all of a sudden. It was kind of crazy.
It must be the connection.
Yeah,
I've been having a few issues here with you as well.
It must have been on Skype. Your voice sort of bounced up and down for a while there. It was kind of crazy.
Yeah, there's a couple of times I've heard you it's a Skype thing. I've heard your voice do it a couple of times as well. In any event,
yes, but this is an actress from Game of Thrones. She was on for a while.
You remember what part she played?
She was what role did she play? I'm already forgetting myself now. But she was on the cast for a while there.
What's your name again? Emilia Earhart?
Yes, Emilia Earhart. Jesus Christ. Caller, go ahead. Save me here for my co-host. Good Lord.
What's your last name? I'm gonna look
Hold on, Mike. Go ahead, caller. You that was amazing. That laughter back there.
Good evening.
There we go.
Angels.
Holy Jesus Christ. Is this who I think it is?
But yes, of course. Big voice guy.
Is this Anthony?
To the fuck yes.
My God, how are you, my friend? I'm glad you're here.
Good evening, Michael Decon. Good evening, Mike Hideous.
Yes, Mother of Dragon Steven, yes. Go ahead. Jesus Christ.
I have one very most significant prediction in the whole coast to coast AM bell gab.
Oh, you want to?
Whatever you want to say.
You might want to.
I have the most significant.
You might want to save that though. We're not there yet.
Oh, what, for number one?
Yes.
So you want me to call back in a couple minutes?
Yes.
I mean, I'll have like 3 more beers in me. It'll be more hilarious.
It would be better. Yeah, kill the beers. There's that laughter.
Hell to the yeah. Oh, great. Okay, so
Call
I'll
back.
wait. When you get to number one, I'll call back. Okay.
There you go.
All right, got it.
Okay. Good
Call
night.
soon. Call back in a couple minutes. I'll be back.
Yes. Yes, Mother of Dragons, by the way. Yes, that's who that was for sure. What happened, Mike?
That's the blonde, the
Yes.
Australian girl, the blonde.
That's right.
Yeah, she was in the series from the beginning to the very end.
That's right.
I never liked her. Anyhow, yeah, now I know who she is.
Boogeyman,
Right, so
yes.
Emilia,
Boogeyman for sure. Anthony is trashed. That's why we love him. That's why he's calling in. That's why he's here. But yes, that was my number 4. Do you have a number 4, by the way? I'm number 4. Yeah, number 4.
I do.
Who is that, Mike? Go ahead.
All right, so are you sure we're on number 4? Because I got Vince Vaughn for you, Jennifer Garner.
Yeah, we're at number 4, by the way,
Ozzy
Mike.
Osbourne.
I am very positive.
When you did Ozzy, did you do Ozzy 1? I'm sorry, Ozzy 8 and Sharon 7?
No, they're both a prized package there, as I like to say.
Okay. And then there was Amy Schumer, Fauci, David Hasselhoff, and Emilia Game of Thrones.
Emilia Clarke, yeah, number 4.
Yeah.
Mike,
All right,
have
so
you been drinking?
mine- No, I should be though.
You should be, yes. Go ahead.
All right, so my pick for this one is, and this answers the question to what that person had asked about who we wanted to.
Oh.
This is the person.
Okay.
This is the person who I hope leaves this planet.
I see.
George friggin' Soros.
George Soros. So you want him dead?
George Soros. Yes, he is the anti-American, the billionaire who has dumped so much money in trying to destroy America. I hope he kicks the bucket. I hope he kicks it in a really bad way.
My God, Mike.
Yep.
Things got dark again.
He should be stopped. Trust me, Americans, the people who are listening out there, watch this man. Watch him.
Understood.
Dangerous.
So my number 3 is Kathy Griffin, by the way.
Oh, jeez.
You know, she's had a number of health scares along the way, one being a tumor discovered on her left lung, I believe.
Oh, I was going to say it was like right between her shoulders.
No. Close enough. Like that? Let's hope COVID doesn't hit her there, though. We'll find out soon enough.
What's her name?
Kathy Griffin.
Kathy.
Mhm.
Kathy Griffin. Like the bird.
Yes. Kathy Griffin, number 3. Great choice, I would say. We'll find out soon enough what happens to Kathy Griffin, folks. The bird agrees. The bird also on my side here tonight. Steven says, yep, she must go. Steven wants her gone too. I don't exactly want any of these people gone, but I'm feeling she might go. That's just what's going to happen here. So number 2, Mike, are you ready?
2. 3.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you get 2?
We're going
We're at number 3.
Yeah, now number 2.
Yeah, so I did George Soros was my number 4.
Mike, I think you've been drinking here.
Will you stop with the drink? I haven't been drinking. You asked me George Soros, number 4. That was George Soros, number 4. So we're on number 3.
Yeah, and I just gave you my number 3. Kathy Griffin.
Oh, that was Kathy Griffin?
Mike,
all right.
Mike, I think that COVID booster did something to your brain. I think it wired you. It did something to you.
Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali. Holy shit.
I think what's going to happen to Muhammad is that he's gonna be screwing around, hanging out with somebody, and they're gonna punch him in the head, and he's gonna fall over, crack his skull open, and bleed out.
I thought he was already dead, though. I think everyone's already dead, by the way. Just to be honest. Jesus
I think
Christ,
Muhammad Ali's next.
Well, that's a good pick either way, I would imagine. Number 2, Vince Neil, by the way, Mike. Vince Neil.
Vince Neil.
That's right.
Well, now.
Our friend from Motley Crue. How can you forget? I thought he was dead, though. Yes. That's what I've been saying, folks. I thought he was already dead. I thought Muhammad Ali died a long ass time ago.
So Muhammad Ali is dead?
Yes, well, that's what they're saying. He had Parkinson's. Jesus Christ, Mike. I think COVID did something to you. I think this vaccine did something to you.
I can put somebody else in there instead.
No.
All right, so we'll move Muhammad Ali.
No, we
Muhammad Ali doesn't count.
That's so funny. Jesus Christ.
Ready? I got it for you. Instead of Muhammad Ali, Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson?
Yeah. He's not dead.
Well, to me, he's already dead as well. No, he's still alive. He's still alive.
No, I didn't mean Mike Tyson.
No, no, not Mike Tyson. I saw that too, that comment. I was thinking no, but yes. Willie Nelson, 88 years old. So, Mike, he might be going away anytime soon now.
Yeah.
And that's pretty funny, by the way. The Vince Neil, his voice died a long time ago. That's from Boogeyman, 1976 there. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I could see him dying too, by the way. George Foreman dies using the griller. That would be great too. These are great picks.
He falls into the griller and makes a hamburger out of his head.
The chat room is very lively here tonight, folks, by the way. Those that listen to the podcast rendition of this program, most of you should be listening live that you would like to show even more. Number 1, are you ready for this, Mike?
I'm ready for anything.
I'm not even sure you even know who this... Yes, I'm not even sure you even know who this next person is. Violent J.
I'm not good. Who?
His name is Violent J. That's one half of the Insane Clown Posse, by the way. He's been struggling with...
Oh!
Yes, he's been struggling with heart issues for a number of years now, from what I read. And I believe they announced their next tour would be the last one, so I'm thinking this guy is close to checking out.
Wow. He's not that old, right?
I don't think he's that old. But Violent J.
What's his name? Violent?
That's right.
That's his name? Violent.
Yes.
Stupid.
Violent J. And, you know, the thing is, I really like the members of ICP. I don't enjoy their music, however, in any sense. But I've heard their interviews for a long time growing up. I've heard these guys giving interviews, and I've always been entertained by these boys for a very long time. But yes, I could see this guy going out very, very soon, ladies and gentlemen. That's Violent J. And I believe we do have another caller here. Hopefully they have some picks for us before we wrap up this edition of Celebrity Death Pool and move on to our next 10 of another special list I want to present to all of you out there. Caller, go ahead.
Good evening again, my angel.
Very nice. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. You will be helping us with the induction. I'm good. Now, we're getting close here to doing UFO Celebrity Death Pool Edition. Yes. Now you can chime in here. Both of you here can definitely help us with this very special top 10 list. You know, the show is not over just yet, Mike. Mike, if it gets a little too late for you, definitely let me know. But we sort of have to do this little segment here, Mike. I apologize, but this is a little special. This is a little special segment here.
Okay, that's fine. We'll move on to number one, right? We're at number one.
We're at number one. But yes, that was...
You want to go first or want me to go first?
Well, I gave you Violent J.
Right, yeah, I got that.
Yes.
So that was your number one?
That was my number one.
Okay.
That was my number one.
My number one was a toss-up. I couldn't decide who I wanted as number one. So I picked either Mick Jagger or Nancy Pelosi.
Well, not bad. But you have to decide.
I couldn't decide which one, but if I had to pick one, I would say, if out of the two, I would say Jagger. And I'll tell you why I say that. Because it's always the ones who you don't want to go that go. You know what I mean?
I hear you. What's that sound back there?
My bird.
Oh, that was the bird. Holy shit, your bird.
Yeah. He's calling me. He usually does a fox whistle out there.
I haven't heard that noise, that's why. Understood,
yeah, he's
understood.
doing it now, I can hear him.
Okay, well that was your number one. Very nice, Mike.
Thank you.
Very nice. But yes, now we are moving on to a whole different top 10 list, Mike. This is one that I'm not sure you have any, involvement in at all, but that's okay. We have other people here to help us here introduce these people, and this is a very special top 10 list. And we've never done this before, but we're going to give this one a try here. This is a very special top 10 list, and I believe Eric, are you there, Eric?
Yes, sir. Is Anthony still on the line? Because if he is, just tell him to hang up. I don't want to hear his breath.
Oh my. I don't think he's here anymore.
Thank God.
I think he's gone.
We waited all that time just to hear. Oh, anyway, we'll just move on. It's all right. It's all good.
Well, eventually, we'll hear back from him very soon. But yes, this is a very top 10, a very special top 10 list, by the way, of not Celebrity Death Pool, but UFO Celebrity Death Pool. Very slightly different here. Very
I could
different.
get if this video somehow leaks out to the wrong people, I could literally become part of the UFO Celebrity Death Pool.
You could get murdered, in other words.
I have to be very careful what I say today in this conversation.
This is going to be interesting.
I got to do a little disclaimer. Let me just throw this out there for anyone that might hear this, that obviously we're having fun tonight. There's a parody sarcasm, whether we don't want any of these people to die. That's at least my perspective. I mean, I know you would probably just be happy if they all died. Mike doesn't seem like the kind of guy that wants everybody to die, but he's got a few people that he would like to see die, but he's kind of, he kind of lays low on that one, I think.
Yeah, he's got his own. He's got his own issues going on.
Mike, real quick, Mike. Mike, do you know any UFO celebrity people? I'm just curious if Mike even follows the UFO topic.
When you say celebrity UFO people, do you mean people who discuss it or actually aliens?
Yeah, people that discuss it. Like the people that, when you think of ufology and people that do shows or talk about aliens at the Antarctica and on the moon and Draco reptilians eating children at the border and all that kind of stuff. I mean,
Jesus.
I can tell you there are two guys that stand out in my mind when I think about ufologists, and the one guy, they're both on television. They both had shows, two separate shows. I think one guy had a show called Ancient Aliens with the hair, the guy with the hair that stands up.
That's so funny.
Kramer from Jerry Seinfeld. And
Lord.
the other guy is The other guy is the elderly guy, Caucasian guy, skinny, wears the dark sunglasses all the time, and I don't know either of their names.
In other words, Mike,
You know what I'm talking
I
about?
don't think Mike knows many of these people we're talking about, so it makes it even funnier.
Yeah. Well, I think Mike might have mentioned the guy that Mr. Decon and I had a private discussion earlier about one of the characters that we were going to actually nominate for this death poll was the guy that Mike just mentioned, which is Giorgio Tsoukalos.
Yes, there's a lot to say about our friend Giorgio Tsoukalos. This is true, but we'll not mention those things here.
Oh, we won't. Why not? That's what this show was all about.
Oh, I mean, well, we could mention those. I mean, I didn't know we could. I didn't want you to get murdered. That's why.
Well, let me say this. So what I did, because I didn't want to just throw names out there just for the hell of it. So I consulted with a psychic.
Oh, okay, a psychic.
And I asked, psychic. And the psychic, not only did the psychic give me the names.
Oh, okay.
But they went and did a remote view into the future. They remote viewed the future, and they told me how these people are going to die.
That's
which
pretty
really
good.
Kind of freaked me out. Yeah.
Well, now I feel a lot more safer now discussing this with you.
Yeah. So, I mean, how do you perceive that Giorgio Tsoukalos might die in some sort of UFO celebrity death scenario? What do you perceive? How do you think that would happen?
How would that happen?
Yeah.
Well, as you know, he's been on an extraordinary run, especially with that television show, Ancient Aliens. You know, he's made a lot of money. I don't see him exactly dying anytime soon in a, standard sort of way at all. A way that, me and you can both die. So, honestly, I believe the man travels a lot on a private jet all over the place like Kobe Bryant. So I believe, just like Kobe Bryant, I think he could possibly go under just like Kobe Bryant did.
Wow. I was thinking it in a different way, actually.
A different way?
Yeah, I imagine that Giorgio, for example, was at some UFO conference, and he was at a bar drinking, and maybe Mike Barr was there, for example.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, Giorgio had too many drinks, and then for whatever reason, he felt inclined to reach over and grab Mike Barr's junk. And Barra, I just had this vision that Barra was so upset about this that he went to his room, got his pistol, came back down to the bar, and just shot him right in the bar.
Jesus!
And that's how I think Giorgio's going to go down.
That's just your perception of how it could go down. Well, that's a pretty grim description
there.
That's
what the psychic told me. Actually, that's not my perception. I should clarify. That's what the psychic.
That's what the psychic said. Okay.
Yeah, that's what the psychic said. Yeah.
Understood. Not bad at all. That's very frightening, though.
Yeah, that's quite good. You don't want to go to UFO conferences in this day and age. You want to stay away.
Yeah, you want to get away. Just like that chocolate bar. Want to get away. Mike liked that one.
Okay, Mr. Decon, who do you? Okay, so we'll put Giorgio Tsoukalos at number 10. Decon, who's number 9? Throw one out there. Who do you?
Well, I haven't even given you my number 10. I haven't even really given you my number 10
my
yet.
bad. Go ahead.
I know. Okay, how dare you?
Oh, I apologize.
How dare you? Okay, number 10, Stan Romanek. By the way.
Oh shit.
Stan Romanek. Do you remember him? Ladies and gentlemen, remember our friend Stan Romanek, the whole alien in the window? That's one that even Mike might have even heard of from back in the day. He. Yeah, Mike.
Yeah, they made a documentary about his life. Actually, at J3 Films. It's that's quite a documentary. He apparently filmed quite a bit of these unusual UAP type objects, and then later moved to Colorado with his very lovely wife, and apparently the rumor was that he got bored with his sex life and got into child porn. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what he was convicted and sent to jail for.
That's what he's convicted of, yes. Child pornography, by the way. Back in 2014, he was arrested.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, that's what I do remember quite vividly back in the day. Back in 2014, I recall hearing about this and thinking, well, that is pretty wild. Hopefully that's not true, but he was found guilty of possession of child porn. That's not good.
Yeah.
But yes, I could see Stan Romanek for sure. Just you know, a bad mood away from ending it all.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to.
That, or the deep state UFO hit squad. You know, might just put an end to him because they weren't too happy with him. There is another guy we'll mention maybe later or sooner.
Whoa.
That paid a visit to Stan Romanek at his house. I was told this directly, and this part is no bullshit, by the way. I was told directly by Stan Romanek because I went to the trial, by the way. I don't know if you know that.
You were at the trial.
I was at the trial.
Jesus
I was
Christ!
sitting in the trial room. Yeah, I listened to the presentation by the.
Why on earth? Yeah. Why would you go there? First of all.
Well,
why were you there?
I wanted to see if I could figure out what the truth was. If he was in fact a pedo or if he was being framed. To this day, I still really couldn't. I couldn't tell you if he was framed or if he really was a pedo. I mean, Jesus. It appeared after watching the court. I'll say this. Had you been there in the courtroom and you watched the proceedings, you might even think that he was set up. But I'm not saying he was, but you would. I'm sure you would consider that possibility. Wow. Yeah.
Understood. That's pretty wild. I had no idea you were there.
Yeah, I've got a whole story. We can do a whole show about that.
Damn.
Pretty wild story.
Holy shit.
I got Stan Romanek's home phone number. I've talked to him on the phone, not in the last year, because he actually was they put him in a halfway house prison type setup, jail halfway house place. And while he was there a couple years ago, he claims he was poisoned and he got so sick. They actually thought they were trying to kill him. He said they were trying to kill him, whoever they were. He was so sick that they sent him home and put him on house arrest. And that's apparently where he lives now in Loveland, Colorado, in his home, still very sick. Possibly, he might already be dead.
He might be dead.
Yeah, he might be dead.
He might be dead, folks.
I stopped calling him because I thought he was going to die. He convinced me that he was going to die, and I was feeling pretty weird about all that. And I thought, man, I don't want to be called this guy one day, and then he doesn't answer the phone. I was trying to get. He couldn't tell me much over the telephone because it was a highly monitored situation. I was trying to see if I could figure some stuff out. That's just how I operate, but whatever.
Understood. Well, that's still dark regardless. Mike, I'm not sure how you feel about that, but that's insane.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't know much about those guys, but I know who you're talking. Well, I know one of the guys you're talking about.
But he was convicted of child pornography. Never good. So,
but can I ask a question?
Good Lord, go ahead.
The guy who you said was convicted of child porn, is that one of the guys I mentioned?
Stan Romanek. It's the one that Michael Decon mentioned.
So yeah, all right. So is that the guy with the hair that stands up?
No.
No, but he might be involved in child porn. But we just that story hasn't broke yet.
Jesus Christ.
That's a hefty accusation, my friend. But no, I don't know their names. I only know who they are by the shows that I saw them on. So the first guy that I mentioned had Ancient Aliens, right? So that's not who you're talking about.
No, this is different. This is a different character, but again, that's a funny sort of funny coincidence there.
Yeah. But I think Giorgio and Mike would be good buddies because actually, this is a true story. Giorgio on Twitter, he blocks people that disagree with the vaccine because Giorgio's been double vaxxed and boosted. He boasts about it.
Really?
Yeah. And so if him and Mike met, they would have like a bond over that, I think.
Him and Mike.
Mike as me?
As in you.
Yeah, Mike. Yeah, Mike. Yeah, you're double vaxxed and boosted, right?
Yes.
Oh shit! Silence. Well, I'm not dogging you for that, bro. I want you to live forever. I mean, Jesus. I mean, that's
amazing.
Not everybody's going to die that gets vaccinated. I mean, I know that much at least.
Not everyone, thank God. Hopefully, not everyone. We don't want that to happen. But yes,
Some of
great.
my best friends have been double vaxxed and boosted, and I have to bite my tongue whenever they try to have a conversation with me about why they think that it's a good idea. And I says, well, maybe it is a good idea for you, but I have freedom of choice, and I can choose what's a good idea for me. And I just figured the new studies are saying that if you smoke a lot of weed and you get the right cannabinoids in your system, you can literally defeat COVID with weed.
That's right. We were talking about that last year, Michael.
Yes, we were.
Yeah. So I think most of the listeners, including the people on this conversation right now, would totally agree with that.
Yeah.
Right. All right. So do we want to move into the? We want to move on to the number 9. Are we ready for number 9 yet, or no?
I'm ready. Number 9. Let's
All right,
do it.
Okay. So number 9. Now this is a very, very controversial. I'm actually nervous to say this, but if he does happen to hear this, I wish this not to be true, but the guy that visited Stan Romanek at his house, this is a story Stan Romanek told me, that he invited this guy, and I'm just going to say his name right now, Colonel John Alexander, who I think might have been friends with your old buddy there, Mr. Aquino, by the way.
Really?
Yes, Mr. Alexander and Mr. Aquino were a part of a program, I believe, based on my research, called the Phoenix Project.
I believe that is true. Pandora's box is opening here, ladies and gentlemen. I had no idea we were going to go down all these dark rabbit holes.
Maybe I should back off
mystery.
A little bit. Should I back off a little bit? Not
at all. I just think this is interesting. Yes, go ahead.
It's crazy shit. So check this out. So Romanek, in his zealousness to prove to Alexander and some other people that these UFOs were coming over his house, invited him for a barbecue, and they were in the backyard. They're having a barbecue, and Romanek says that the UFO came. I'm not making this up, actually. The UFO came and hovered over the top of their barbecue party in Loveland, Colorado, and apparently John Alexander left the party. I mean, he just did a 180, him and his group or whoever, and they walked, and then Romanek claims that he never heard from him or saw him again, but it was shortly after that when the shenanigans with the pedophile claims started happening. So there could be a link there. I don't know, but Colonel John Alexander, he's up there. He's in his 80s. I think he lives in Las Vegas now. And the psychic told me that that guy is on the list for 2020.
My God, this is insane. This has been a very hard-hitting edition of Celebrity Death Pool, but also coast-to-coast edition here. Predictions 2022, as the title suggests. This is insane. We're learning all kinds of things here tonight. I'm kind of blown away. I had no idea I was going to learn all these things here tonight. I am so overwhelmed. Really, I kind of am. I'm kind of like, I'm tripping out. Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
Yeah, well,
get in there, Mike.
I was just going to say, if I was at a barbecue and a bunch of space aliens showed up,
I know, right?
I'd leave too, because I'm completely racist against UFO aliens.
Yeah, I'd be gone.
Yeah, UFO aliens.
Yeah, I'm racist against UFO aliens.
Mike not down with aliens. That's what we are learning here tonight, folks.
Well, this is the 2022 UFO celebrity death pool, so we gotta include this information.
We do.
Part of the context.
It is
of the death poll.
This is important. Yes, we do have to discuss these dark issues for sure. So I'm ready to give my number 9 if both of you boys are ready.
Okay, let's do it.
I'm ready.
David Wilcock.
Oh, can you play like a little clip with some clapping and some roaring in the background?
I don't have that
on your show right now.
I don't have that
button you can push that claps and roars.
David Wilcock. I believe David Wilcock. I believe is his name.
Well, I refer to him as David Wildcock.
Why that name? By the way,
Wildcock.
Why Wildcock?
Because I think that that's his whole shtick is driven by his desire to implant his wild cock in whatever female he can summon up to do so.
Well, that sounds like every celebrity I've heard of.
Exactly. That's why he's the perfect 2022 celebrity UFO death. I'm down with I'm David Wilcock. I'll tell you what. You should have saved him for number 1, but 9 is fine. We'll leave him at 9 for now.
Yes, he is a writer, by the way. Mike, if you have not familiar with David Wilcock, that is a New Age lecturer, by the way, author, filmmaker out of Los Angeles, only 48 years of age, by the way. Very, very much still young. But again, you never know. This guy could also have a accident of sorts. You never know.
Oh, David Wilcock had a very intense taste for the La Coca.
Really? That I didn't know.
Oh, absolutely. Oh,
wow.
Yes. Back in 2000, I'll tell you a story.
This guy was a cokehead at one time.
Oh, big time.
Holy shit.
That's why he got his teeth fixed. They rotted from all the coke.
All the cocaine.
Yeah, absolutely. He was him and another guy that we'll mention later that I think probably did cocaine together. Not one of these super soldier guys. I'll mention him next, but we'll keep that secret. That's on my celebrity death pool for 20. But anyway, back to Dave Wilcock. So the Conscious Life Expo, which Mike, you've heard of that, Michael Deacon.
I've been there.
Conscious Life Expo in L.A.
I've been there.
2009.
Unfortunately, I was there.
2009. We're going back. Yeah, 12 years ago. David Wilcock was in his room waiting to speak, and as he was awaiting, he was smoking fucking crack in his room.
No way.
That from a reliable source, buddy.
No way.
He was a crack. Oh, he was a cracker. Yeah, he was a cracker.
Jesus, are you hearing these accusations, Mike?
I sure am.
Good Lord,
All I can say is that at least he wasn't smoking pot.
That's true. At least he wasn't getting high on the devil's lettuce. This is true. If in fact he was smoking crack, we don't really know for sure. We weren't really there, but a reliable source.
He's never denied it publicly.
Really? Someone asked him this question in public.
Oh, yeah, good luck.
Do you do crack?
Do you smoke crack, David Wilcock?
He lives in Sedona now, by the way, which is where I'm calling from, is Sedona. And he lives in a gated community only about a mile from where I'm at right now.
Only a mile?
$1 million house that his recruits, his cult recruits, pay for that house at about $333 a pop every time he decides to do a little show on YouTube. And he gets a lot of money. That guy's got a huge property in L.A., too. I saw a picture of that.
Jesus.
This guy's been... Someone's going to kill that guy. I mean, I'm just going to tell you how... The psychic told me that David Wilcock in 2022 will come out of hiding because his wife, Beth, left him recently. And he's going to need to go out and seek some other victim. So he will come out of hiding. Somebody will see him in a supermarket, recognize him, and just beat the shit out of him, and he'll die right there. That's what I was told by the psychic.
Mike, I think we're getting sued tonight.
Supermarket, right in the vegetable.
Mike, I think after this show we might have to lay low for a while. Might even have to skip town for a while. Mike, holy shit.
Those of us here on the Michael Deacon program may or may not be affiliated with the guests that come on the show, and our opinions may not necessarily be that of those we have on the show, just to clarify.
And these are not my opinions. Again, I just want to reiterate, this is what the psychic told me. I'm just repeating what I was told.
You might want to delete some. You might want to delete some numbers on your phone there. I mean, this has been one of those. This has been a doozy here tonight, folks. I told you this was going to be a bit of a rattlesnake here tonight. This was going to be a little crazy here tonight, and it's sort of transcended into that, folks. I'm glad we're all here together to experience the madness that is. I'm blown away. So yes, David Wilcock, or as I like to say, David Wilcox. So yes, number 8. Let's move on. Do you have a number 8 for us?
I do, and that is his cohort in crime. I refer to him as Corey No Good.
Corey No Good.
Corey No Good. Yeah, that's not. You just remove the no, but no good. Yeah, no good.
Any reason why? Do you predict how he could?
Again, the psychic said, this is what the psychic told me.
Thank you.
So apparently what happened, this is what they viewed as happening in the future, that the Wilcock decides to come out of his house in Sedona because his wife's left him. He's just got no one to buy the groceries anymore, so he's got to get in his car and actually go to the store and buy his own groceries. And he runs into Corey Good and just happens to be in the store. And they strike up a conversation, and they both agree that it's been a long time since they've hit the pipe.
Holy shit!
And then apparently, and then Wilcock will contact his contact, and Corey and Wilcock will lock it up in a hotel, some Motel 6 out there in Bullhead, Arizona, and they'll just smoke crack, and then. Apparently, that's how Corey's going to go out as a crackhead.
Jesus,
this sounds like a hell of a party. I want to show up.
This is this is insane.
Somehow Wilcock's going to survive that party, though. But Corey's he'll go down.
This
and Wilcock's apparently going to get in his car, drive home, and then that's when Wilcock dies when he gets to the store because he's got to find some sort of something to come down off. It's going to be so high.
This psychic knows a lot.
The psychic is usually wrong every time, but in this particular instance, I could see this happening as a plot.
Jesus Christ. My God, folks. This is a pretty wild predictions here tonight.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
This is truly paranormal here.
Yeah.
Holy
Wish
hell.
I knew who these people were.
I know Mike has no idea about these fools. But that's what makes it even better in my heart. So
let me tell Mike real quick just to give him a little insight.
Give him an insight,
Corey No Good was sent on a Mars mission for 20 years.
This is his claim, by the way, Mike.
Is he back yet?
He came back, but then apparently there were some reptilians that were. This is what he says. There were some reptilians that were there that apparently they weren't able to get out the first time, so they sent him back for another 20 years. And then on his way back from that trip, he ran into these blue avian people.
Mike, do you hear the madness?
Yeah, the blue avians and the love and light.
Before or after he was hitting the pipe?
Probably at the same time. Yeah,
Anybody?
I think these guys. My personal opinion is, and this is my opinion. This is not the site. My personal opinion is these guys did a lot of drugs, and they dreamed up a lot of fanciful stories, and they spun it on the UFO community and made a lot of money. By the way, enough to buy a home in Sedona, enough to live in Boulder, Colorado, in a really nice house. And people are donating money to these people because they believe them. Anyway.
Wow. Hey, folks, whoever's listening, I've also seen aliens, so please send me money.
There you go. There you go, Mike.
No, it has to be more than that, though. You have to actually go to Mars and see the aliens, and you have to fight them and kill them.
Oh, okay.
You got to have more to your story, Mike, to get money. You can't just...
Hang on now,
right,
Paul. I've never told you the full story, but yeah, I've had my fights with aliens. I've been there, so yeah, send me money.
Okay, fair enough.
I think it's all it takes nowadays. But yes, these wild claims are, you hear lots of wild claims from these folks here. This is true. And we like these sort of wild claims at times, but these folks, it's hard to take them seriously, Mike, when they say these outrageous things.
Well, obviously that is pretty outrageous.
But, they still make a living selling these lies.
Yeah.
Lots of people sell lies out there, Mike, and they make great money doing it.
Oh, and one of the guys, another guy that I'm going to mention later.
The administration we have in the White House now. They lie all the time, and people just lap it up.
There you go.
Yep.
Oh, my. So, yes, we've listed plenty of names here, but number 8 for my list here is David Jacobs, if you recall.
Oh my God, David Jacobs.
David Jacobs.
The guy that says that we got human hybrids living amongst us?
That's him.
Oh,
Wow.
boy.
Yeah, Mike, that's you've never heard of this guy before, but he was making these claims for many years. He's someone I've even brought on the show.
Really?
He's been on the show before. Long time
What was
ago.
your take?
Wow.
What was your take on that at the time when you heard that rhetoric?
I was like, holy shit, this guy is insane, but I like him. Dr. David Jacobs, he's been on this program. He was always talking about these extraterrestrial human hybrids. Yes.
Yeah.
He said they
What
were,
kind of doctor?
you know, that's true. What kind of doctor was he?
Chiropractor. The chiropractor.
Chiropractor, yes.
Chiropractor. That's not even a doctor. You don't even call it a chiropractor.
That's
doctor.
why I'm like,
I mean,
you
is he a
know,
doctor of philosophy or like a practitioner?
that's why I'm like, you know, I'm not really sure. But yes, Dr. Jacobs, yes, we do love him very much. Yes, Dr. David Jacobs. We love him. Yes, he's a good man, a good soul, but I believe he was suffering from like dementia or something recently.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't hear that.
that's what I've heard from someone. One of the older gentlemen that I speak to was telling me about Dr. David Jacobs and how he probably has dementia right now. So that's why he's on my list. I kind of feel that our friend could check out anytime soon. I feel really bad about that. You know, definitely don't want him to die. He was a super nice guy, by the way, when he was on the show. I really liked him.
Yeah.
He had obviously had some pretty nutty claims, let's be honest. But again, I'm one of those people that want to believe. So, you know, I took him with a grain of salt like we should always take with everyone else. But obviously he was a little nuts, to say the very least. But we like that here. We enjoy you being nuts. That's why we're on this program together, because everyone's a little crazy, but some people a little bit more. But that's okay. We don't judge you here. But yes, Dr. David Jacobs on the list.
We don't judge you here.
You like that, Mike?
Yeah, that was a good one.
I don't want to get killed. I feel like I'm going to die. I feel like I'm going to get taken out soon. I think I'm going to get murdered this year, to be honest.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
So
you're if Corey Good hears this show, he's going to let his fans know that you're part of the Dark Alliance.
I'm going to get sued or something. I feel like I'm going to die. I could
you're
feel...
going to get sued, absolutely. I'm
going to get sued.
I guarantee you that's going to happen. If you see something in the mail that has the name Llaneros on it, just throw it in the garbage.
Jesus Christ. I know I've thrown away many of these letters from attorneys and so forth.
Perfect. That's the strategy you have to employ in these things.
Ooh. Another lawsuit. Another one. Yes, these are fun. But yes, yeah, these are good. These are good times. I'm having a great time. We're all having a great time. Let the good times roll, folks, on my expense. So yes, number seven. Number seven.
Okay, I'm going to actually go ahead and I wasn't sure where I was going to put this guy, but one of your chatters. Let me see if I can find.
Oh my God.
One of your chatters actually called it out, so they're obviously up to date. Here it is. Disco 74 says, "Don't leave out Emery Smith," and quite frankly, he's 100% correct, because that's another person my psychic told me that Emery Smith, the trio, the Corey No Good, David Wilcock, Emery Smith, Gaia trio are all going to die this year. Unfortunately, is what she's telling me. They're all going down.
Yes, this is another one of these people.
Emery's is much more tragic, actually. He apparently dies in a situation. Okay, so I don't know if you know this or not, but Emery had an affair with a fellow. Okay, go ahead.
Wait a minute. You have to tell Mike who this gentleman is really quickly. Just sum it up really fast. Who this Emery Smith character is, just so Mike knows.
Okay, so Emery Smith apparently worked in the Marines or something, and was at some underground base in some Marine area. I don't know if it was Wright Pat or where it was. And he claims to have dissected over 1,000 aliens.
Good Lord.
Oh yeah, of course he did.
You hearing this, Mike? Are you hearing this? Now you're
Sure am.
now
Yes.
you're up to speed, Mike. Now you know. There you go. Okay, I'm glad now Mike knows. Continue. Go ahead.
Yeah, and so in my adventures to try to confirm or somehow vet his story, one time I was in Boulder, Colorado, and I had met him at a party, actually, one of these conscious life parties, and I was able to get his phone number, and I says, hey, I'm in your area. I said, let's get together. I'll buy you a beer. And so he says, sure. So he met me. This is a true story, by the way. So we met at this bar out there in Boulder, Colorado, and during that, this is a little side note right here. So we were having some drinks, he was getting pretty sloshed pretty quickly, and then he proceeds to tell me that he was providing these special drugs that he got from the government for Corey Good and David Wilcock, and he said that I used to take them, but I'm a little low on cash right now. And I said, what do you mean? Like, what kind of special drugs? He goes, well, they're kind of like steroids. I said, oh. So is that how, like, Corey Good went from fat boy to kind of like skinny boy? And he goes, yes, Corey's been buying steroids from me. He's trying to give me this pitch. Oh, yeah, it's much darker than you can imagine.
Mike, I have no idea what we're listening to here, Mike. I'm sorry to corrupt your ears, Mike, but...
Oh, you should be.
I apologize, Mike.
I said to him, I tried to bait him, and it worked.
Poor
I
Mike.
said, hey, I want some of these. I said, how much are these steroids? Can I get some? And he said, yeah, I could get you some. They're $700. And I said, well, do I have to inject them, or is this a pill? He says, no, you inject them. And I said,
what?
Well,
Jesus,
I swear on my life, this part I'm telling you right now is the God's honest truth. This part, everything else has been bullshit. Well, not everything, but a lot of it's been bullshit. Anyway, so I said, I don't want to inject this stuff. I said, will you do it for me? Because I don't know how to do that. I'm just setting.
Like Artie Lang. Yeah, Artie Lang said something like that before.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I wanted him to inject these steroids. So I told him, I bring these steroids to this UFO conference in Loveland, Colorado. The what was it called? The the Dimensions of Disclosure Conference.
I think the FBI is going to visit you soon.
Yeah. So I told him, bring the steroids to the conference. I'll have $700 cash. When you get there, I'll give you the cash, and you can shoot me up with this shit. So I assumed that he was going to do that. But then when he showed up to the conference and I saw him, he acted like he'd never seen me before, didn't know who I was, didn't even look at me, totally avoided me and ignored me the whole time, which was fine for me. But what it proved to me immediately, what this guy was a total fraud. So I was able to determine what a fraud this guy was for him trying to pitch these fake. He didn't want to actually give them to me in person. He wanted to ship them to me, but he wanted me to give him my credit card first.
Whoa!
I mean, come on! I was fucking born at night, but not last night, for crying out loud. That was a true story, by the way.
Obviously, that's a con artist.
So that was real.
That really happened. No
Whoa!
bullshit.
Well, I hope he doesn't go after you.
So Emery, here's how the psychic said Emery's going to. So Emery, but recently befriended this girl on YouTube who's a quite attractive Jewish lady.
Oh my God!
A brunette that has dyed her hair blonde. It looks like she might have some breast implants. I don't know, but she's very attractive. She runs a travel blog, and so somehow she became a fan. She looks like she's probably close to 30, and I think Emery's close to 50 or somewhere around there. Somehow she became a fan of Emery Smith, so Emery started talking to her on the phone, and all during their conversations, she was recording them. And then he decided to dump her after they had sex, right? So then he dumps her, she gets pissed, and then she does, you could find these shows on YouTube, some of the best shows I've ever seen. She plays all his videos that she recorded of him completely drunk and smashed out of his mind and all the crazy things that he would say to her.
Whoa.
And she played it on her YouTube video.
Mike, I have no idea what to tell you or even say about any of these claims, but
this lady's going to track this guy down, and she's gonna stab him. She's like a Jodi Arias stabbing scenario.
Holy shit.
So Emery will die in a tragic stabbing accident as the result of his lies.
Oh my God,
betrayal
Mike.
of this woman. I'm horrible. It's horrible. Fucking horrible.
Mike, I don't even know where to begin. That's the worst thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, me too.
You can't make this shit up, Mike. I mean, seriously. I mean, did you make this up, Mike? I mean,
What do you
think
say?
about it for a minute.
I don't think you can make that up. I'm just saying this is insane. I hope no one gets murdered after this.
Oh, God.
My God, Mike.
Yeah, and we better pray that he doesn't run into the Jewish mafia at some point, because they will put an end. They don't like that. When you mess with their little girls, they don't like that.
Let's move on from this guy here. Oh my God, I don't even want.
Yeah, let's move on.
I
Let's
don't-
go to number 6.
No,
Move on.
I still need to give my number 7.
Oh, I
Jesus
said my bad.
Christ.
7. Okay, go for it.
My number 7 is the ever so infamous George Knapp, by the way. George
Oh, no.
Knapp. Yes, George Knapp. I think it is his time this year to go out. Of course, he's only 60 years of age. And of course, we know him as a television journalist. Of course, we've heard him on the radio for many years, host of Coast to Coast AM on the weekends. We know of this George Knapp. He's not a bad guy at all. He's actually a decent human being as far as I know. But I can see an accident happening in his future as well. That's what a psychic told me. As a little bird told me that. You know, I could see
No
him.
kidding.
A psychic bird?
A little psychic bird told me this, yes.
Was it a blue avian, or do you know?
It was a blue avian bird. This is true.
Oh, my God. That was probably one of these Corey Good clones that he created on Mars.
It
you
was
know, that he
sent.
brought home with him.
It was
It's a
sent.
lizard bird.
It's a lizard bird sent to me by James Fetzer, the freight train, which I'll be talking to.
James Fetzer.
He'll be
I
on
love the way
tomorrow
you
night, by the way.
weaved him into the conversation.
Well, he'll be on here tomorrow night. That's why. So, gotta interject
love
him. Yes, we do love James Fetzer. He'll be on here tomorrow. Of course, we will be talking about all kinds of crazy things, just like we are tonight. So definitely be here for that. It's going to be a good one. Mike won't be here. Unfortunately, he has business to attend to. Not regarding aliens, though, but regarding other things, right, Mike?
Lizard people.
Lizard people, yes.
Lizard people.
Kind of like aliens, but a
Yes.
little bit more crazier in that
They
sense.
got these eyes, you know.
Yes, but George Knapp, number 7, let's get back on track here. I feel like he can definitely bite the dust this year, folks, and we like George Knapp. Hopefully he doesn't get too angry when he hears about this, which I know he will. George Knapp, do not sue me.
That's horrible.
George, I promise I like you. You're a good man. I wish
You know,
no ill
and
will
none of
to
this,
you.
hey, none of this would have happened if he hadn't have blocked me on Twitter. I just want to say that.
Oh, he has you blocked.
Oh, he blocked me. Yeah, he's something about me and him. I don't know what it is exactly, but I think he knows that I'm on to him.
Whoa, okay.
And also, I just got a download. You know what a download is, right?
A download.
Yeah, a download.
What happened?
Well, you know when but you know, anyway, okay, so Knapp is going to die. Apparently, he's going to die from an adrenochrome overdose.
Oh no, again with the adrenochrome stuff. Is he drinking baby's blood? Is that what you're saying?
That's just the download. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's true. It's
hope
just
to
the download.
God this
That's
is
all it
not true. That would make me think badly of George Knapp. Let's hope not. Let's hope not. Moving on, number 6. Do you have a number 6, by the way?
Wow. Okay, here we go. I
There we go.
to reach into a bag of chips now. Number 6. Let's see. Who can we throw out there next? Oh my God. I feel
Who do you feel?
I'm going to say it, but I'm not really feeling like I should say it, but I'm going to say it anyway.
I think you should.
Linda Moulton Howe.
Linda Moulton Howe. Okay. Explain to Mike who she is, by the way. These parts are my favorite, by the way. When you have to explain to Mike my favorite part.
Well, Linda Moulton Howe was back in the 70s, she was a beauty queen, actually. She won a beauty queen contest. And as a result, apparently was quite intelligent and got a scholarship to go to Stanford University. So she's very well educated. And during that time, somehow, she got interested in cattle mutilations in the 70s because they started happening all over Colorado. So she went out and wrote this book called Strange Harvest is what it's called. You can find it on the internet with pictures and stories of all these cattle mutilations that apparently happened at the hands of aliens. And then she went on to make a career of this information. Linda Moulton Howe. Yeah, she's been on Ancient Aliens. She's been on many.
You said no, not her. You said they were caused by who?
Aliens.
The mutilations. Yeah, but you called them a name.
Aliens are mutilating the cows.
Yeah, but you called the aliens a name. What was that name?
Oh, the aliens. Shit, I don't even remember, bro. That was like 5 thoughts ago.
That was 5 thoughts ago, Mike.
But
no, you said something weird.
They could have been. I'm going to guess they were either reptilians or Dracos, probably. I mean, that's the story. According to David Wilcock, just real quickly, David Wilcock said recently, quote, that the Dracos and the Greys are eating the Mexicans coming over the border.
Whoa.
And they're apparently the Dracos. Yeah, the Dracos like to eat them, but the Greys like to put them in a blender and make like a mix out of them, and then they drink the blood and the remains of the Mexicans coming over the border illegally. This is what's been said. I'll send these videos to you, Mike. And I am not making this up. They are actually saying these things, and people are paying them money for this information.
Mike, are you hearing this?
I sure am, and I'll tell you one thing: we are in the wrong friggin' business.
We're in the wrong business, Mike.
We could be living in mansions in like Malibu, getting paid money for talking about
Bigfoot
cow mutilations by Dracos.
That's true.
Yeah, exactly.
What a bunch of dummies.
That's crazy.
Last year I was in Rachel, Nevada, which is a little town that's right across the mountain from Area 51. And true story, and I've got pictures and video. I was driving down the highway by myself, and I'm just kind of looking out into the desert, because there's no trees, it's just bushes, little tiny bushes. And I see about 100 yards out this very large brown kind of lump thing just out there. And I thought, my first thought was, what's that? My second thought was, is that a cow? And so I drove about another 100 yards, and I said, I got to go check that out. I turned around, pulled over, and I walked out into this desert off the road about 100 yards, and I videotaped this, and it was a cow. And the cows had been anally, surgically removed their anus, their
How do you know that?
Because it's missing. It's all missing, and the rest of the body's there. I mean,
yeah, but how do you know an anus is missing? I mean, an
because
anus
there was
is
no
a
flies
little
on it. There was no maggots. There was no flies. There was no other animals that chewed on this thing. It was left. This is, Mike, I could tell I'm going to have another conversation with you at another time to really clue you in on some of this stuff. Anyway.
Mike. Oh, my God. Lots of gold here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. This has been
Linda Moldy Cow.
Linda Moe and Hal. My God.
No. Linda Moldy Cow is what they call her in the business.
Oof, that's terrible.
But yeah, she lives in New Mexico. Linda does, and now she's got two guys apparently that live in Antarctica that are telling her stories about the aliens that live in Antarctica underneath the ice out there. So she's constantly talking about that now. So that's her current money bag, if you want to call it.
My God, Mike.
Yeah. She's a lovely lady, though. She gets on
stuff.
live on her YouTube. She's got her cats with her. She's got her glass of wine. And she tells these wonderful, fabulous stories. True or not, I have no clue.
We love these stories, but of course, some of them are,
Wonderful stories.
They're hard to sort of, leave it at that.
Anyway.
Yes, Mike, exactly. But yes, my number 6, I don't want to do this, but I'm going to have to add, someone that's also not really famous, but of course she's on Coast to Coast AM, very popular radio show. I'm going to have to say Connie Willis, by the way. Connie Willis.
Who the fuck is Connie Willis?
She
I
is.
don't know who that is.
She's also a weekend fill-in host for Coast to Coast AM. Sometimes you
Oh,
hear
Connie,
here. Yeah, she's been around for a while doing the show and has her own talk show, blah, blah, blah. You know, she's been around doing this for a while. I definitely feel she could also get into a car accident, you know, on the freeway. I feel like, you know, that's happened to her before in the past from what I remembered. And I think this year she's just an accident away, like many of these people on this list, just an accident away in 2022.
Yeah.
This
horrible.
is insane.
Horrible.
It's a horrible thing.
COVID and everything, and I mean, you know, here's the sad thing about it: is all these people that are going to die in 2022, all these UFO celebrities, they'll all be listed as COVID deaths.
They're all COVID deaths, yeah.
Yep. It doesn't matter how you die; it's a fucking COVID death. Period. Don't argue with me about that.
That's
either.
a very interesting concept. Actually, it's a very interesting concept that you just mentioned. The whole being, these people, even people I've known who have died over the last 2 years, some of their deaths have technically been related to COVID through their through the people who determined how they died. And yeah, it's a very interesting concept what you just said.
Yeah. Well, that truth will probably, it's starting to leak out now, but we'll jump back off that.
We'll see what happens. Yes. Hopefully that doesn't happen to her or to anybody on these lists that we've talked about here tonight. Is everyone from coast to coast going to die? That's what Boogeyman 1976 is asking. I don't think so. I don't think they are. Not everyone, but most of them are of age to where they might be checking out. Like George Knapp, George Norrie. You know, we have. Okay,
I'm gonna share something with you, Michael Decon, right now that I wasn't gonna share with you. But I just think you should know this. Okay?
Oh my God.
Well, I'm going to wait till you announce it first. Maybe I'll save this. Because you actually, in 2023, you will be promoted into a very prominent position, and you will become even more famous than the most famous ufologists that we currently have.
Why me?
I'm not going to tell you how. Well, because one of the UFO celebrities that I think I'm going to let you mention is going to pass, unfortunately.
Really?
Yeah,
and but you're going to take his place.
You want me to
Michael.
do it, or should I say it, or do you want me to leave it for you? Because you're the one that originally thought of it.
I thought of this.
Well, I had a dream. I was in a dream. I was having this dream.
I can't even remember what I did. I can't even remember what I did like 5 minutes ago.
I think all three of us have a sieve, a brain as a sieve. Wait, a sieve as a brain? Your brain is a sieve?
Yeah, you're gonna have to remind. You're gonna have to remind me what I said here to you. I mean, I have no idea.
Okay,
you're gonna have to enlighten me.
I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna, I'm not gonna drag it out any longer. It's kind of ridiculous. But in this dream that I had, where you and I were having a conversation, you mentioned to me that George Norrie was going to die in 2022.
Whoa.
And so that's my number 6. Or is it are we at 5 or 6 now? I don't even know. Where are we at? 5?
I believe we are now. Well, actually, I said Connie Willis, so we're at number 6. So this would be your number 6.
Would it be my number 6, or would this be my number 5? Or does it really fucking matter?
Well, I don't know if you gave your
guys
number.
were on 5.
Okay, well, I guess now we're on number 5. Yes, so this is number 5 for you.
Yeah, this will be my first.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I'm going to go with my dream because I get a lot of downloads when in my dreams, and so what I usually end up doing is I'll call that number at that 1-800 call a psychic. It's only $1.99 a minute, and I'll tell them my dreams, and then they will go ahead and tell me what they're projecting. So really, even though this is highly controversial information, this is just what I've been told. So yeah, George Norrie,
That's crazy.
2022. But can you imagine? I'm curious. How do you imagine that a guy like that would pass? I mean, do you have any guess, Mike? How would George Norrie die in 2022? I don't even know how that would happen.
I don't even know. Again, everyone has to get on the freeway, so that's a good start.
Yeah, that could be it.
Yeah, going down the goddamn freeway, Mike. You could make a hard left and boom. A little Asian driver in a Tesla cut you off. Now you're gone. How's that sound?
Well, when we get to number 4, for example.
Oh my God, we're gonna get killed after this. I think I'm gonna get murdered.
A little
preview.
We have lots of lawsuits on our hands, boys and girls. You might want to donate as soon as you can to pay for the lawsuits that are coming, folks. Definitely donate. I'm gonna need the money. This is holy shit.
This is very,
my
very
God.
sad.
Jesus
All right, well,
Christ.
let's move off of George because I really don't even feel comfortable telling that story. So let's move on. You're next, brother. Who's next? Your turn.
Number 5. My God. Well, I didn't even want to mention him either, but I believe Dave Schrader also gonna succumb soon too. And this year, those that don't know, Dave Schrader, he's that man that sometimes I have a gif of the man falling over who was allegedly pushed by a ghost.
Really?
Yes, Mike. There's a man that I put on the chat here. There's I have a GIF animation of him standing, and he's doing this sort of paranormal investigation, and he's standing there, and all of a sudden he gets pushed, and his body gyrates, and then he falls to the ground. It's pretty wild.
Sounds like something that happened to me one time, actually.
I actually now have it in the chat there for you, Mike. If you have not seen this one,
I'm about to look.
Yeah, go ahead, let it load.
Put my glasses on for this one.
Yes, you do. And
so he's a pushover, is what you're saying?
Right. I guess so. I guess you're technically correct. I mean, he's a rather large, he's a big man. It's not like he's a skinny man to push over. So it's a big ghost maybe pushed him over, and now he's on the ground. I think you see the animation yourself there, Mike.
Yeah, let it play again.
Okay, it's playing again for you there. You'll definitely see it, but yes, the man falling down right there in front of you is Dave Schrader. Yes.
Horrible.
Mike loves him falling down. Yes. Seems like everyone enjoys that one.
I don't know. I think that was
I
think that was his knee going out and him falling over.
That was his knee going out.
Yeah, that's what I think.
You don't really think a ghost pushed him.
Yeah, watch. Here we go. Whoa!
So you're saying Dave Schrader made?
If you're that much of a.
So Mike, in other words, you're saying that Dave Schrader made that up. He's only acting.
Look, he's obviously a pushover. If a ghost can push him over.
Boogeyman says he will get taken out by diabetes. Oh
wow.
Yeah, that's are you seeing this footage, by the way?
I am not seeing it at the moment. Is it still on there? Is it on the YouTube? I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, it's in the chat room.
All right. Maybe I need to oh, there it is. Yeah, I've seen it. Oh, Jesus God. That Dave Schrader. Oh, there he is. Yeah. Wow. Oh God.
Now, Michael, you've spoken with this man?
No, I've never spoken to Dave Schrader before. I just feel like it's his time.
We need to set up a GoFundMe for Dave Schrader, I think. Seriously.
We do?
We need to raise at least $60,000 for him, just for that fall alone, I think. Oh, there it is again.
I think you might need to raise $60,000 for me after the lawsuit and I get here tonight.
Exactly.
I want to push him over. I want to push him over.
Oh my God! But yes, Dave Schrader, ladies and gentlemen, there he is, right before your eyes. We don't know what's going to happen with him. Of course, he was on the radio for a long time. Now, on television for a while, he was hosting this paranormal television show for those that haven't put those two together yet. Yes, he's on TV nowadays. I think that's what he's doing. I'm not quite sure how that TV show's doing, despite what's going on in the world. I don't know. Hopefully he's doing okay. He's, I don't wish him any harm. Poor, the man is falling down. Okay, what else can we wish upon him? He's
Mike.
Don't really want to say anything too bad.
Mike,
It's Jesus Christ,
Mike. I just got a download. I got another download, Mike.
Go ahead.
So, what apparently happened is when Dave has his next fall later this year, they're going to take him to the hospital for X-rays.
Oh no!
And then he's going to die, but he's going to die of COVID.
Of course.
I think if anything, they're going to end up finding like an alien inside him after having been pushed by this whatever. And
I agree,
this
Mike.
Alien is going to burst out of his chest.
Yeah.
And push
that makes more
push
sense.
him off the
Actually, that
operating
makes
table.
more sense to me.
I agree with you both. But yes, that was number 5. Dave Schrader. Yeah, let's get rid of this. Yes, I don't want to see that anymore. That was distracting me there. But number 4, we already mentioned my number 4 was actually Corey Good. We've already talked about him to death now.
Okay. All right. So I was thinking about this because we're getting kind of tight now. I'm saving number 1 and number 2.
Oh,
they're going to be like a duo, but yeah, you're going to love that story. But number 4, I'm going to go with a guy who I actually met him at a UFO conference in Contact in the Desert when they moved. Oh, actually, I met him in Joshua Tree, and that's where you were, Mike, where you had your UFO alien abduction. Have you ever told Mike about your alien abduction that you experienced?
I don't know.
Joshua Tree?
You were abducted, Michael?
I told him what happened, but I didn't say it was an alien abduction, but we like to pretend it was. But who really knows what that was? I mean, it could have been demonic. It could have been
Mike, you got to write a book about it.
Oh, Mike,
Michael, refresh my memory. What was it that happened? I think you told me, but
I did tell you this. Yes, I did tell you this. And this happened back.
What happened again?
This happened back going to this conference out there in Joshua Tree. There's a sort of military base not far off from where we were. That's what's going on out there in Joshua Tree. Lots of military. That's what goes down in that place. And we're at this conference. It's what was that conference called, by the way? It was
Contact in the Desert.
Contact in the Desert. There we go. 2016 in the summer. So it was hot as balls, Mike. It was hot as shit out there. And Mike, I'm in a hotel room, and I'm laying there. I'm talking. Totally normal. Everything's going good. Just a normal conversation going on. Nothing crazy is going on. No drinking, no smoking. Everything was honky dory. And all of a sudden, I'm like engulfed in.
Calling honky?
That's right. And all of a sudden, I'm engulfed in like bright, fucking like light, Mike. Like it was insane. I even closed my eyes, and I could still see this bright light all around me. I couldn't get out of it. It was insane. I didn't know what was going on. I was scared to death, but also rather intrigued by what was going on. I thought, is this really happening? Am I losing my mind? But Mike, I wasn't losing my mind. I wasn't alone. This was a shared experience. This happened all around us. I mean, this really took place.
I remember you telling me this story. I do remember this. Yes.
Yes. So I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was an alien thing. I don't know, man. It was. I'm still baffled at what happened to me. So your guess is as good as mine. I don't know if it was aliens, it was demonic. I don't know. No idea. But it was pretty goddamn scary though at the same time. Even though I was fascinated by it, also really scared. But I had even said on the show, I said, if I don't experience anything going out there, then I'm done talking about all these things. And then sure enough, that happened to me, Mike. So take it for what you may.
Yeah, I definitely remember you talking to me about that. In fact, we were talking on the phone, you and I,
Yeah.
when we discussed that.
Yeah, that shit is insane. That's not a joke. I don't know what happened to me. So I don't make claims of what it was. I just simply don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'm glad you brought that up, by the way, Eric.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, that was quite a. I even think I told you when you told me over the phone that I've had a lot of experiences, but none quite that. Well, I had the Bigfoot experience, but that kind of experience you just described is just equally or even more exciting and interesting to me. I thought that was kind of cool, actually.
It was a trip. I don't know what happened, but again, my eyes were closed and that fucking light was still there. Who knows what happened?
So the reason why I believe that story, by the way, I mean, if I just only knew you and that was the only, experiential story that I've ever heard, I probably would be skeptical. But in my research that I've done, traveling to these places, I've heard literally at least 20 stories like this, no exaggeration, a very similar story that you just told under different circumstances. So this is not uncommon, and none of these people knew each other. You didn't know any of these people. These are like in different states. With, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't doubt your story, not even 1%. I think what you just described, I believe you totally, 100%.
Well, I'm not selling anything, so
well, I was going to give you some money. You should have said fine. I would have sent you some money.
Well, I still need money because I am going to get sued for sure after this. I do believe there will be some letters coming to my house. I'm quite sure of that. So definitely start a GoFundMe, folks. Definitely join the Patreon. I'm going to need all the support.
Michael's going to disappear. Michael's going to disappear, and it's going to become the Mike Hideous program.
I might get murdered. Exactly. Mike might have to step in and take over the show. That is likely. After tonight, you never know. But this has been one for the ages, folks. We're not even done. We're almost done. But again, patreon.com/Michael Decon. Sign up and donate for my family once I'm dead.
Yeah.
Well, you'll be
someone's got to take care of your children.
You're gonna be abducted in a spaceship and taken to Mars to fight aliens.
I have no idea.
Whoa! Is Mike putting you now on the Celebrity 2022 UFO death pool? Is that what he just did?
I think that's what he did.
Possible.
Oh my God!
I was on
the horrible, Mike.
Celebrity death list.
Well, Mike's been on there before, so
It's Michael's turn.
It's my turn. Yeah, it's my turn. This is true. It's my turn to face the wrath of the curse.
All right, well, I'm glad that Mike could contribute here. This is quite a revelation to me, actually.
Just remember, folks, definitely sign up, patreon.com/Michael Decon. I'm telling you, I'm going to get murdered this year. That money needs to go to the family. It's going to happen, folks. I am scared for my life after this episode. That's for sure. That is for goddamn sure.
Shit. I'm starting to get nervous. I mean, maybe you're going to sue me for causing you to get sued.
I have no idea, but there's one name I forgot to mention.
Dude,
here.
I apologize. Can we just delete this show?
We're going to delete
this was a bad idea.
We're going to delete the show. It's been a bad idea, folks. We're going to get murdered, sued.
What? How the fuck do we even think of this bullshit?
This is terrible. This is not a good show. This is an awful show.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am not affiliated with either one of these people on this show.
I'm canceling the show, by the way. I'm going to start the petition. I'm actually going to be the one that starts the petition.
You have to open up another shell company and change the names to protect the guilty, right?
I might have to.
Oh, shit. Well, fuck. We're this deep in it. We might as well finish it.
We
out.
might as well finish.
We're at number 4 now, right?
We're at number 4, I believe. So
okay. So number 4. This was a guy that I met at the Conscious Life Expo twice, 2 years in a row, and then in Las Vegas. He and I smoked a joint together.
Oh my God!
Super nice guy. Been in the business for a long time. Eats way too much, sadly. But
even the bird freaked out.
Clyde Lewis is my number 4. Clyde Lewis.
Clyde Lewis. That's a good play. That's a great pick. Clyde Lewis.
I pulled that out of the hat right there.
That's pretty good. Clyde Lewis also Someone that I could definitely see going under, folks. Clyde Lewis. I'm not sure if he's been vaccinated or has contracted COVID-19 yet, but I would say he probably has already done that for sure. How old is
I don't know. I
Clyde
think
Lewis, by the way?
Anti-vax.
Oh, he's
I think
anti-vax.
He's probably close to 60. He's pretty close to 60.
Well, that's what they claim. Some of them say they're anti this, anti that, but behind the scenes, it's a whole nother story. So I don't really believe when people say these things.
I don't know. Clyde's the kind of guy, though, that'll do, let's say, a 4-hour show and run about an hour and 45 minutes of commercials.
There you go.
And that's no exaggeration. So a guy like that, I mean, he's, his fans is probably going to come through the radio one day. The psychic energy. It's like, why are you playing all these fucking commercials? You talk for 10 minutes and you play 10 minutes of commercials. Just give us the information. We don't need to be hanging out here for 4 hours, Clyde. Anyway, I'll shut up now.
No worries. That was good, very good, and of course,
I apologize, Clyde. I love Clyde Lewis. He's a good man. He really is. He's a hell of a radio guy, by the way. Clyde Lewis, hell of a radio guy.
There's a loud explosion that just went off, by the way, outside.
Yeah, dude, I heard that.
You heard that, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows what that was? Someone contracted COVID out there, probably.
Probably COVID.
That was probably COVID. That was a COVID boom.
COVID explosion.
COVID boom.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So
dropped a COVID bomb on
just dropped a COVID bomb. So number 3, yeah, a COVID bomb.
Dropping a COVID bomb.
That's pretty good.
It's the Ami bomb.
The Ami bomb, yeah. So I believe we're at number 3 for me. And
yeah, your turn.
It's my turn. I believe it's actually Richard Hoagland. That was my next pick. Richard C. Hoagland. We all see him going under. Even the chat knows that. The chat knows. They know all about Richard Hoagland, who has been sick. He's been dealing with these weird sicknesses for a while. And he is 76 years of age. Pretty much is it his time to go in 2022? I say yes. My crystal ball predicts him dying pretty soon. Just old age. And Mar says we just need to get those images from him first before he dies. He's talking about the faces on Mars, I believe. That's pretty good. Good timing there. I'm glad you showed up here for the show to present that name. Right on cue. Good job. I'm sure you agree with me there, Eric. Richard Hoagland, great pick, right?
Yeah, Hoagland. What conspiracy? He was the moon guy, wasn't he? The guy that kind of got famous for the moon stories, or what was the most famous story that he got famous for that you recall?
Well, that would be Faces on Mars. And on
Mars. Was it Mars? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The monuments of Mars.
That means.
Yes, Mike.
That definitely means that there's life on Mars.
Mike, by the way, he's that guy that's responsible for. Remember back in the 90s when you would walk, and check out something at Vaughn's or somewhere, and they would have like the newspaper and magazines, and you would see like Faces on Mars or Faces on the Moon. That right. Was his work.
Oh, well, he must be good then.
He's in a better business than we are, right, Mike?
I'll say if they're apparently they are, Michael, because we're sitting here like a couple of schmoes, doing this radio show, and they're making lots of money.
They're making a lot of money, a whole lot of money. That's true. And yes, he wrote a book about the moon mission. Yes, Boogeyman. We are quite familiar with many of his claims. And yes, we have Mars here to talk about that. He has also had his run-ins with Richard C. Hoagland in the past, which we've talked about for sure. And we'll talk about that again in the future here for sure. Very, very crazy shit. Number 2, Eric, what do you got for us?
Okay, now this 2 and 1 are tied together.
Oh,
so I don't know how to do this, but I'm going to give number 2, and then we'll have to wait for number 1, and then I'll have to tie them together then because I don't want to skip the beat. But anyway, number 2. Now, this probably is the most controversial.
Oh my!
I'm not kidding you.
Really?
Because usually we're talking about people so far that are older. Maybe their health isn't that great.
Right.
A
little older.
There's, if you just do a process of elimination, if you just throw the numbers in the hat, some of this shit's probably going to happen. I'm sad to say.
It might.
It happened. But in this particular instance, number 2 is not even officially an adult yet.
What?
This young lady, she is only 20 years old.
And you feel like they're going to check out.
Yeah, but it's not going to be. Well, I'll tell you how when we get to number 1, but I'm just going to tell you her name.
Okay.
And she does have a YouTube show, and her name is Christina Gomez. Rest in peace, Christina Gomez.
Christina Gomez, and who is this and why?
She is the newest COINTELPRO CIA-trained ufologist who's got her own YouTube show.
Okay.
And out of nowhere.
Right.
Out of nowhere. She's just a college student on eating ramen, okay? But out of nowhere, she appears, and suddenly you've got Lou Elizondo, you've got all the famous ufologists, whistleblower people. You've got Jimmy Church showing up on her show every week, and she suddenly overnight explodes onto the scene as some sort of superstar UFO reporter. True story, by the way.
I understand. We understand. So you believe
it's
this?
Kind of sad, actually. I think of all the deaths that are going to occur, supposedly, according to my downloads and my dream psychic impressions, this is the saddest, because no child at that age, nobody should die at that young. I just think that's sad.
Well, that's a very insane prediction, no doubt. My God.
No.
Well, there you go, folks. That was his number 2. And of course, my number 2 is Sean David Morton.
Oh, wow.
Has anyone forgotten him? Not exactly tied in too much to the UFO realm, but he has dabbled into everything before, obviously. America's prophet, as he likes to call himself. Also, of course, was on the run for a while, by the way, for tax evasion. Mike, I'm sure that doesn't surprise you, right?
You mean ufologist not paying taxes? You're kidding me.
Well, yeah, he was kind of on the run for a while, and then he was arrested. They did find him, and they took him into custody, and now he's out. And, of course, he was dealing with a bout of cancer and all this, but I believe he has... I wouldn't say he defeated cancer yet, but, he's not in good health. From the last time I talked to him, I was going to interview him.
Is he still in prison, or is he
he's out of prison already.
Oh, wow.
Yes, he was sentenced to 6 years in prison, by the way. And he was on the run from the IRS. Pretty nuts. And I even had interviewed him before he went to jail, by the way.
Have?
Yeah. Yes.
No kidding.
Right.
Enlighten me. I don't know much about this character. I've only heard little bits and pieces, but you can actually enlighten me. Share a story with me.
Well, definitely. Back in like 92, back in the late 90s, he was doing all the way up until about, actually, he was on Ancient Aliens back in 2012, now that I think about it. So no, Sean David Morton, very much relevant to this sort of list of folks tied into ufology. He had a number of videos starting back in like 92. UFOs and the alien presence. Yes, I just looked that up. Way back in 92. That's when he first started getting into it. All the way up to 2013, UFO Chronicles. I was correct. Sean David Morton. Look him up, folks. Definitely was on the run for a while. And even before September 18, 2017, when he was sentenced to 6 years in prison. Before that date, I even had told him on this very show. I said, aren't you afraid of sort of this advice you give to folks will land them in jail? And of course he was like, no, it's blah, 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 blah. And now that guy, he ended up in jail. I mean, that's pretty serious stuff there. And thank God he did not die. And actually he was in Tucson, Arizona, by the way. That's where he was. Right.
Wow.
Pretty crazy.
So that's two guys on the list that have been to jail but are going to die on the UFO celebrity death pool. Stan Romanek and this guy Morton, Sean who Morton? David
Sean
Morton?
David Morton.
Wow. And what was his pitch? What was his scam? What was he selling to the UFO people? What was his hot topic that he was convincing people was a reality that they were giving him money for?
There was a lot of things he was doing. But he was basically telling people,
one example.
He was telling people not to pay their taxes, basically. Essentially,
oh my God, you're kidding me.
Essentially, that's what he was doing. And
fuck.
Bottom line, that's basically
what idiot would ever want to fucking make an advice like that? You deserve to be on a death poll when you do that shit.
Well, I tried telling him, I'm telling him, I'm not sure why you would say these things to your hardcore followers. You're going to make them end up in jail like you.
Wow.
Jesus, I know, right? So yes, I see him potentially dying very soon.
Wow.
Yes, I'm sorry you had to endure that, Mike, listening to all these names you've never heard of, Mike.
That's quite all right. It was quite fascinating.
I know it's very crazy.
Mike, you got your laptop there? Are you Googling these names as we're talking? Or
I don't think he is.
Not?
No, I'm not. I'm actually I'm falling asleep.
Mike is tapping out over there. Mike,
it's getting late here. It's going on 1 a.m. So
yeah, he's got to get going soon.
Shit.
Mike, I think we're gonna just.
God. Sorry, Mike.
Yeah, we're gonna have to cut you off here soon, Mike. Okay. We're gonna have to cut ourselves off here pretty soon.
You gotta go now, Mike. If you want to let Mike go now, we can finish it off. Or do you want to just do number one and then you guys could wrap it up however you want. It's your show.
Yeah, Mike has to.
Number one.
I know we're kind of down to number one, but everyone kind of knows my number one.
Do number one, and then we'll finish it up.
Yeah, well, everyone knows my number one. By 1 o'clock. Everyone knows my number one was Giorgio Tsoukalos, so that was my number one. I did have my run-ins with him at conferences as well. I've always felt he was sort of, pretty chaotic at times. I'll just leave it at that. I don't want to get sued. I feel like I'm going to get sued after tonight. So I may not want to share those stories, but let's just say I feel like Giorgio Tsoukalos, number one, will be definitely going out this year in 2022. Anthony, definitely call in before we end the show here. I wanted not to go on too long because of Mike here. He has some shit to do tomorrow. So Anthony, hurry up and give us a call here. Anthony, please give us a call before we end the show here. Yes. Oh, he called in. He's calling in. Let's bring him right in here really quickly. Anthony, what's going on? Yo. Can you hear me?
Yo.
There he is.
Yo.
What's up?
I can hear you.
Nice.
Michael Decon, big voice guy.
Love that.
Yes, I have one in my tedious. I hear you and I see you subconsciously.
Love that.
One last prediction.
Go for it.
Here we go. Heather Wade.
Wow.
Gonna get that.
You know what? I like that. That's a great call right there, actually, Heather Wade.
Heather Wade gonna get that reprisal kill from the ghost of Ramona Bell, but also double teaming here now. It's Art Bell, the ghost of. So he's going to get his little itch scratched.
Wow.
unintentionally was a rumor, but you're going to get that redemption. You got that.
These are good picks, by the way. I mean, all night have been good.
I got that. I had them picked.
Yeah, you've done a great job with that
How
one,
is
though.
Heatherweight? Does anybody know? I mean, is she still working at that stripper bar in Vegas? Last I heard, she was working at a strip club in Vegas. I don't know if that's true or not.
Shit, she's getting fucked.
Whoa.
Oh my
These are just rumors. I don't know if these are true or not, but my God, I am definitely getting sued tonight.
I heard that. Okay, she hooked up with this doctor.
Oh my
This
God.
is a true story, by the way. Plastic surgeon. After Art died, and he was an older guy.
Oof.
And so you can imagine what that relationship was.
Lord
and
have
apparently
mercy.
she got a facelift and had her breasts done, and she was kind of working it. So she'd been working at a club in Vegas, and anyway, maybe that's how she's going to die.
Is that
some
true?
Imp or some John could be. You never know.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
Sorry to interrupt the call. I apologize.
Oh my God. Heather Wade is a dick pirate.
Well, folks, I think that means this show's almost over here. Holy hell.
Too much alcohol. Oh shit.
Well, Anthony, that was beautiful. We love that pick. That was a great number one.
Oh yeah.
That's good.
I mean, I have some kind of tertiary and secondaries, but
Well, I mean...
Oh!
He sounded like
Mike,
Andrew Dice Clay
let's give him
there.
another one, Mike. Can we do that? Let's let him pick a male.
Oh,
Let's let Anthony pick one male.
Well, he actually hung up. He did Andrew Dice Clay an impression there, and then he hung up.
What you did? Okay, fair enough. Then. That's fine.
All good, though. All good. We love that. We love you very much, Anthony. That was a great call. Eric, I want to thank you for being a participant here and helping us guide us through the mess that is the Celebrity Death Pool of Ufology Coast to Coast edition. That was amazing. I know. I wish I was Anthony right now too. He's having a great time. He is he's not sober. We love that about him.
Not at all.
That was great. Eric, once again, thank you so much, my friend. We will have to we'll have to set up a GoFundMe soon for the lawsuits after this program.
Probably. Well, a good thing, because I'm not going to. We didn't get to number one, but that's okay, because maybe that would really for sure send a lawsuit my way. So I'm kind of glad you're ending the show now.
Yeah, we have to end the show. It's been going on too long. Mike has to leave. I don't want to end the show without him here.
We'll save number one for some other time.
Oh, yes. All right, Eric. Thank you very much, my friend. We'll talk soon. Mahalo. And there he goes. That was Eric. And my God, I am going to die. I don't even know what to say, folks. We're ending the show right now before we get murdered. This has gone on too long, too far. Mike, I swear to God, I think I'm going to get killed tonight. I don't feel safe in my own house. I'm going to go missing, Mike. I think I'm going to end up missing soon. So, Mike,
there's going to be like a drive-by, UFO drive-by with you at your house.
Oh my God, Mike, I don't even know what's going to happen. I am truly scared for my life after this program. But yes, we have to pull it down tonight faster than Larry Silverstein did to Building 7 back on the morning of 9/11. But ladies and gentlemen, I do want to thank you for being a part of the program. Those of you in the chat room, the mods out there, those who called in and those who were too scared to call in, those who donated like Max did, great job. That will help on the fund to help me, after I get sued. Send in that money. I'm going to need it. I'm getting sued here tonight. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. That was a blast. Mike, once again, thank you so much for being a part of the program. Mike, go ahead and plug away, and I'll cut you loose, my friend. Go ahead.
Thank you so much. Thanks, buddy. Had a wonderful night tonight, Michael. Thank you so much. I always have a blast when I do the show with you. And thank you for having me. Thank you all the listeners who listen tonight live, and those of you who are listening through podcast or whatever means. If you're interested in checking out my musical efforts, you can check out MikeHideous.com. That's MYKE, MikeHideous.com. You can also check out some of my art and photography on spymanphotoandarc.com. And lastly, if you want to get me on social media, you can reach me at Facebook.com/hideous Mike, MYKE. Thank you very much, everyone. I had a great time, and I look forward to the next time we can all hang out.
Talk to you soon, Mike.
All right, Michael, you have a good night, buddy. I'll talk to you soon.
Good night. And there he goes, boys and girls. That was the one and only Mr. Mike Hideous. We had to cut him off there. It's getting very late, and I have to get off myself. We've been on here too long enough to get sued. That is a red flag, folks. I got to get out of here. I got to go lock the doors, board up the windows, bring the guns out. I don't know what's going to happen to me after tonight. Don't forget, if you are a fan of this program, want to help fund the program, you're going to have to. If you like the show, you're going to have to help fund the program now after I get sued here. So that's patreon.com/Michael Decon. Please sign up or go to michaeldecon.com. Right hand side. There's a little PayPal button there. Definitely donate, or else I'm going to have a hard time in the courtroom. Let's just put it that way, folks. Holy shit. I don't even know what to say. This show is paranormal. I don't even know what to say, but once again, michaeldecon.com. All information is on that page there. Anything helps to keep the ball rolling. Patreon.com/Michael Decon. More exclusive content coming your way. Trust me, I promised a lot, but I will deliver. Patreon.com/Michael Decon. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. And don't forget to take us on the road with you once I'm gone. I will be killed very soon, but you'll be able to hear my ghost and my spirit and my essence through the podcast version of this program. Just type in Michael Decon, and I'll be there like a ghost. Say my name three times in a dark room, and I'll appear. It's very paranormal, folks. iTunes, Stitcher, Castbox, and Spotify. International listeners out there, thank you so much for your support as well. Canada, Germany, the UK, Australia, Norway, and Brazil. Guten Morgen. Love all of you out there. I really do. Much respect to all of you. Now, whatever it is you do choose to believe, now is the time to adapt. All control has been lost, and there's nothing more frightening than reality. I hope you well out there, folks, wherever you may be on this island Earth. And with that said, my name, in fact, is Michael Decon, and I am going to get sued really, really soon. And with that said, the world is a mysterious place, and life itself is a mystery. Until next time, mahalo.
I don't want to pinpoint it because, well, I think you kind of know the answer to that.
Paradox?
Yes, you discussed that with Goldberg, and he has a good finger on it.
Yes.
Hey, listen, also, beyond Von Daniken, pay attention to Whitley. Whitley is also not who he would appear to be. Be very careful of Dr. Hoagland. Hoagland has secrets. He knows things. And he hasn't even begun to indulge his treasure of secrets.
All right. I appreciate the call. No, Dr. Goldberg is not who he says he is. Whitley is not who he says he is. And watch out for Richard Hoagland. Earth changes, tsunamis for the Northwest sometime no later than August. Okay. Time Traveler line at area code 702-727-1295.